Hello, people. Oh, well, leaving sound on this. Hope everybody's okay. I just thought I'd do a random live. I'm not going to be on for long because I'm going filming tomorrow. So I'm not saying where, but it's something to do, like you do. So hope everybody's good. So, fudge. I don't know whether anybody will come on or not. I haven't a flipping clue. But what did you think of the Blackpool thing? When we went, it was meant to have been nice, and then the weather was like the biggest bag of pants ever. Horrible. But what can you do? The weather's been just constantly changing, and obviously, yeah, you can't predict the weather. So, I mean, hopefully we can go again maybe when it's not so flipping hurricane-y, because that's what it were. It was like a flipping mini hurricane. It was that flipping windy. Hello, Luke, and hello, Louise. I'm just eating my tea light. Oh, hello, Will. So as Will out, I'm not going on for long. I'm only going on for a couple of hours. I thought, do you know what? Break up some evening for a change. I'm not going to go do random lives like this all the time because it can get an absolute pain in the bum. So I'm sat here stuffing my face about it's my food because I've not had anything since my breakfast. So how is everybody's Thursday going? Sorry, but I don't like talking with my mouth full. Really, it's not very nice. People seeing the contents of your mouth. Hello, Will. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, it's almost the weekend. Woohoo! Not long. So yeah, it would be nice to get out and do something. But again, the weather's unpredictable. Today it was a little bit warmer for a change. I only went out to get some stuff for the animals. Went to the shop, went straight back, and went by taxi. Simple as that. I can't do any of that flipping long walking about on my own. It's just not safe. That was about it. And then I've got to feed two of my snakes. The other one, I'm not too sure. It's in a funny mood. Yeah. I was actually sat upstairs with the cats before, so. But they're getting fed now. Their food time for them as well. But they have their food. 8, half 8, just depends. Just turn on the camera from this direction as well because I'm not going to see everything. It's an absolute pain in the bum sometimes because you'll only see so much on there, on here. Oh, you're on holiday. So you're on holiday anyway. Good. Cafe. Sounds pretty cool. I don't think Matt will be coming on. Not tonight. Secret Vault anyway because one, he was poorly. And 2, he didn't know I was going live because it's one of them spontaneous lives that you do every now and again. But it's just better than sat there twiddling your flipping thumbs. It can be an absolute pain in the neck. Yeah, Blackpool was okay, but like I said, the wind was pants. But we went to a few other places, and obviously the dungeon, they don't let you film. And then we went to the Madame Tussauds, which was the biggest bag of pants ever. And I've been to a Madden True Swords before. Hi, Dazzy. I've been to a Madden True Swords before. But this one in Blackpool, no, never again. I'm sorry, but I was bored. I mean, I thought I would see all sorts of things. I started filming. In the end, it was like, I can't do this. This is really annoying me, you know. So I just stopped filming in the end. And any bits I did have, I deleted. It's just like, it's just not worth my time. I'm okay, Kaz. I'm always on flipping medication, so that helps. Otherwise, I'd be doing a breakdance on the floor in pain. But I'm sat in a good, comfortable seat as well. It is. It's terrible, Louise. I would never, ever... The circus. Yeah, I might give the circus a go. But it's when we go... I don't know when we'll be going next. Might be going somewhere else. Hi, Matt. Yeah, I'm back. The thing is, even though I've got all bits of pains, it's one of them that's like your body tolerates it no matter what, because you've been having it for so long. It's there, but you kind of get used to it. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. Oh, I forgot. You're in work to 8 a.m. Good God. I'll be getting up at that time, I think. It's having a fight with the keys. Do you know, I've not been to a circus in years. Just feels a bit weird when you've got no kids. Yeah, when you've got no little kids, you feel weird, but I just have to kidnap some random kids or say, excuse me, can I borrow your kids for the day while I go and take them somewhere, you know, shopping or to an entertainment place. Because people see you sat there on your own, well, probably a bit of Simon, and they probably think we're being weird or something. I mean, it's all right kidnapping the grandkids every now and again, but they're getting older too now. It's like, it's no good, this. Everybody's growing up. Grandkids, my own kids. I mean, what date are we on? 2 days, and my youngest son turns 21. I mean, seriously, how dare he turn 21? It's not fair. No longer my baby. He's too tall to sit on my knee anyway. He'd probably break it. He's the tallest one out of all the family. Excuse me, I can feel belch coming on them. My water's left me. No, it's down there. Well, as long as my internet plays ball, because it was an absolute arse yesterday for some random reason. If it does that again, I'll tell you there'll be words with the internet company. But what I might do, I may throw me... Hello, well known, unknown. I may throw me link in chat, but if you haven't got a camera, you're not coming on unless I know you. If I know you, then it's different, because obviously not everybody's going to come with a camera. But if I don't know you, I've never talked to you or anything like that, then forget it. Simple as that. And sausages to you. But I'm going picking up something on Saturday. I'm not telling anybody what it is. Hi, Bucharest. See, oh, sugar. Where's my other phone? Old age. Feels like it anyway at times. Because I just came in here and I thought, well, I've got to feed a few things. But obviously I'll do that after the live, because I'm not going to be on to stupid o'clock. And I'm not even drinking. Nope. I only do that drinking every now and again. Otherwise, from what I got told, it was an absolute shit show. So, not good. Flipping crickets are going off. And I've got to sort out some more as well. Oh, fudge. Oh dear. So I bathed the snake earlier. Hello, Eleanor's Adventure, Somerset. Eleanor's Adventure. I've changed my name from Eleanor on a Trike to Eleanor's Adventure, Somerset. Okay, that's cool. I know there's only so many times in a month you can change your name on YouTube before it says, nope, you can't change it. Because, yeah, it just does that, doesn't it? Right. I'm going to do this. Okay, why the fudge did I do that? That wasn't clever. I know what to do. Because I'm an idiot. Oh, why didn't I do that? Oh, fudge it. I'll do it from this instead. Right, where are we? Mel stuck with I want to win. I know. She can't actually take it off unless she's changed it more than 3 times in a month, or I don't know what flipping rules it is now. It's changed a lot. She's funny. She is funny. So let's think of something as a good subject. I know. Weird superstitions. They usually bring a good one in. So let me know if anybody can think of strange superstitions. Things like don't walk under a ladder, or if you step on the cracks, you'll break your mother's back, or if you see one magpie, you must salute it and say good morning. What other ones can you think of? Can anybody think of any good superstitions? See if it'll let me do this. No, I don't want to edit the layout. Don't walk on 3 drains. That's a good one. Anything else? Hi, Liam. Random Jackie live is a strange superstition. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I'd be bleeding weird as well. See if it'll let me. Oops. Jesus. Yeah, it turns out my daughter, my daughter's, well, my granddaughter, 2 snails. And she got them earlier on this year. Break a mirror and you have 7 years bad luck. See? One I forgot about. Yeah, gave her 2 snails, 2 of them African land snails. Hi, Tom and a mission. And they've taken out 181 babies. Oh my days. Yeah, that's why I will not have pet snails. Just, they're not my thing. Just do not like them. There's other things I like, but pet snails, no. So let's see if I can throw this in here. Right. Hello, Nocturnal Frequency Radio. It's that Steve, isn't it? So let's see if we can throw this in. So putting an umbrella up indoors, yeah. I've heard of putting new shoes on a table is meant to be bad luck. Fudge. All right, what else? Let's get out of this malarkey. Anybody else think of any well, not really strange, but any superstitions? I'm trying to think what else there is. There's a few. It's just trying to remember them all. Usually loads. There is a book that I've got on superstitions. A very, very old book. But I think it's been put away now. Because I was afraid of it getting ruined because it's older than me. And that's saying something. Oh, the hermit crab. You have to show some pictures, Cass. Don't cut your toenails on a Sunday. Ew. Yeah, I know about walking under a ladder. But that sometimes that's just common sense because you walk under a ladder. If somebody's up there, that's going to fall on your head and you are going to either get knocked out or dead. So, yeah, you just basically unlucky numbers. Yeah, well, 13. That's why you get like, sometimes it's not the 13th floor in a, what the fudge do you call them? In a tower building. So I'm having a fight with a sausage here. I've got this necklace I bought from a charity shop. Hold on. It would be easy if I just did this. I've had bad luck. Put it away. Hidden away for years. Found it the other day. Having bad luck again. Should I throw it away? I'd bury it. I'd bury it. Because they say if you... Well, or throw it away. But yeah, definitely get rid of it. Yeah, exactly. Friday the 13th, yeah. I don't believe in the Friday the 13th, but some people do. I've heard people that just stay in and completely avoid the day. What other unlucky or superstitions? Because there might be even a family superstition. You just don't know. Some people have that. Because sometimes they say superstition if you see a, was it a phantom black dog? Or like the hounds of hell walking over graves, yeah, that's bad luck. You usually say the phantom black dog means it's usually a family death, isn't it? Exactly. Let me just get rid of that. But yeah. What other ones can you think of? All right. Remember, say pinch, punch, first day of the month, no returned. I know they say if you knock over salt, you usually throw it over, I think it's your left shoulder for good luck. And they usually say, like, if your left ear is burning, somebody's talking in hate and the other side is love or something daft like that. Then they used to say, oh, if you walk around a church so many times, something will jump out and grab you. Used to be a superstition up where, not far from where I used to live. And they used to say, oh, yeah, don't go around it 7 times or somebody will come out of the grave and come and grab you. And you'll be like, no, don't walk around. Some of it was just really, really strange. What else have we got? Left for love. Yeah. You're on for hate. I thought so. Don't really believe in it. I know, but it doesn't matter whether you believe in them or not. But which ones have you heard? I mean, I don't believe in the Friday the 13th, but I know of it. Or standing on cracks so you break your brother's back and stuff like that in the pavements. I mean, I'll still do it. I don't think she'll notice any difference anyway because her back's flipping bad anyway. So that's no flipping good. But again, it's a superstition. It's just strange how some of these start and where they come from. You know, are they to keep people safe or what? Leave the chain outside of your worst enemy's house. See? I've not heard of that one. That's a cool one. You know, it doesn't matter how much I tie my hair up, I end up eating it. Believe me, that's not good luck. I know they say if you stand in dog muck on, I think it's the left foot, it's meant to be good luck. But believe me, it isn't good luck. You avoid that stuff no matter what. Because you end up having to flip and clean it off your shoe. I'm trying to think of some more. Left to leave, right to receive. Jeez. Hi, Safari. I did actually ask Melissa to come on, but she don't love me. But yeah, there's nobody here. They've all left me. But there you go. So let's see. Let's see if I can find a superstition. I know it's called cheating. I don't want to go on bleeding StreamYard again. I'm already there, you numpty. Like I said, there was a book that I've got. It's like, it's 70 odd years old, as far as I know. Could be a little bit less. But I'd have to find them. So let's have a look. Has Matt the Secret Vault still got him? I think he has, you know. Because when I talked to him, I think it was the other day, was it yesterday? He said he was feeling a bit giddy, but he's not enough to have to go to hospital for his kidneys. So his stomach was a bit iffy. So let's see. Superstitions. What are 5 superstitions? Let's see. Careful, we know about that. Oh yeah, rabbit's foot will bring you luck. And then some people, yeah, I forgot about that. Bird shitting on your shoulder is good luck. Yeah, but think about the flipping stains that leaves on your clothes. So I've just found one that I didn't realise. Did you mean the Eartha Kits, Louise? Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, find a penny, pick it up. Then all day you'll have good luck. Black cats crossing your path. Now that's a very, very old one, but I don't believe in that. Otherwise I wouldn't have 4 pet black cats. So again, it's an old one. I tell you, they come up with some really boring ones. It bloody sticks as well. Yeah. You mean sticks or stinks? Try to find some good ones. Oh yeah. Lucky 7. 4 is unlucky in Japan. Who knew? Oh yeah, knock on wood for good luck. No, that's a boring one. Oh yeah, beginner's luck. That's another one. Hi, Ragamuffin. When you buy a new purse or wallet, always put £1 in it. Or they usually say it's put silver in it, don't you? You put silver in the coin. Yeah, if you want. I'll throw the blah, 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 blah. Thingamajiggy in again if I can. I'm still eating my dinner. I'm not starving. It's just I'm eating my dinner late. Yeah, it is a little bit better.
Hello.
Can't hear you.
Put the... Hello. Wait a minute. Can you hear me now?
Sound.
Mm.
There's no sound. If it don't work, then leave, then come back.
No.
Yep. Never leave an AK-47 strapped. I'd be worried if you're walking around with a flipping AK-47. It's like, the fudge are you walking around that for? Oh yeah, don't cross on the stairs. I've heard of that one actually. I've just got loads of veg left now. Right. See if there's any good ones. Apparently, never say happy birthday too early. I don't want to go unlimited. Bugger off. We're trying you again, are we, Dave? Oh, no, the line's been. Let's see if we can hear you. Talk, Dave.
Hello. Hello.
Why can't I hear you? Can anybody hear Dave on there?
Hello.
I don't hear you, Dave. Yeah, why would your wife be trained to use an AK-47? I don't know what to say, Dave. Let me see if I... it's not that. If I listen to it on here, it's going to reverb. I know why. Right, try that now. Hello? Is it gone again? Right. So I'll just put my speakers on. I had my speakers off. I didn't realise. Like, all right. Nana. Try again, Dave. Is he gone? I'll remove him, then you can try again. Add to stream. No, is he gone? I'll remove him then. Oh, yeah. Don't place two mirrors opposite each other. Yeah, I think it's because my flipping sound was off, weren't it? Try and come back, Dave. Leave and come back. Just realised. I'll kick him and then you can come back. Kick guest. And then come back. Never have food in your tent in bear country. Yeah, basically because they'll come back and they'll flipping destroy everything and nick all your food. Right. Never stick your chopstick straight up. Okay. Give a penny if you've received something sharp. Okay. Yeah, try again, Dave. I think it's because my flipping speaker was off, weren't it? Don't go right home after a funeral. I think if you see your doppelganger, yeah, I've heard of that, doppelganger, it's bad luck. Yeah, I've heard that. So I'm going to eat some more veg in a minute. What's it say? A Filipino tradition called pagpag dictates that people never go straight back to the house after a wake, Otherwise, a bad spirit might tag along and come inside. Mourners will make a stop at a restaurant or a store first, just in case. Does that mean you've got to try and get rid of the spirit that's following you? Oi, spirit, stop following me. Bugger off. Go on, stay in the shop. Whistling indoors invites evil. Not heard of that one. Where's that one come from? Lithuania. I can't bloody say it. Lithuania. While whistling while you work may be an issue in Lithuania, where it is forbidden to whistle indoors because the noise is believed to summon demons. Would it include fart demons like what he's got? Don't cheers with water. A German superstition declares that if you cheers with water, you're actually wishing death upon the people you're drinking with. The idea stems from Greek mythology. Again, would you know? Avoid sleeping with your head to the north. According to Japanese superstition, sleeping with your head in this direction is bad luck because that's how the deceased are laid to rest. Hello, Michelle. Yeah, just try again, Dave. Avoid sleeping with your head to the west. So hold on. The north or the west. Check the neck. Controversy with the same superstition exists in Africa if you sleep with your head to the west. No, I'd be worried if you sleep with your eyes open because you'll end up with really, really sore, dry, gritty eyes. That would hurt like a right. Yeah, I already said about new shoes on the table. Itch hands have financial repercussions. Okay. In Turkey, an itch right hand means you're coming to some money, but an itch on your left means you'll lose money. Who knew? Yeah, I wouldn't eat yellow snow either. It's a bit suspicious looking at that yellow snow. You'll look at it and be like, yeah, that smells a bit funky as well as look funky. Don't play with scissors. Well, yeah. Hi, Shelley. Already did that one. Already did that one. Owls are bad omens. Is that gone now? Flipping stupid phone. There's an Egyptian superstition that if you see or hear an owl, terrible news is coming. Yet another reason to not hang out in the woods at night. Yeah, I've heard that superstition, but other people have said it doesn't work, so I don't know the Conkers one. An owl in your house brings death. That's not very nice, is it? An Italian superstition says that if an owl ends up in your house, someone in your family will die. Knitting outside can prolong winter. If you're in Iceland, keep the knitting inside the house. There's a local superstition that doing your needlework on your doorstep will keep those temps frigid. Right. Don't play with yo-yos. Syria banned yo-yos in 1933 over fear that they would cause a drought. The jury is still out on fidget spinners. Yeah, I've heard that one. Don't eat cheese before sleep. It's meant to cause nightmares, isn't it? Don't get a haircut on Tuesdays. Reconsider your transformation Tuesday plans. Getting a haircut on a Tuesday in India will cause bad luck based on legend. There you go. Giving yellow flowers is not a nice gesture. There we go. Gifting yellow flowers in Russia means that you're cursing your friend with infidelity. Infidelity, sorry. God. Spilling water behind someone is a nice gesture. Well, it isn't if some bugger steps back and slips on it. It's definitely not a nice gesture. That will hurt a lot. In Serbia, it's believed to bring good luck if you dip water behind a person. Dumping it on them is a flat out rude, no matter where you are, however. Well, yeah. Don't polish trumpets after coffee or tea. Okay. Yeah, magpies is flipping loads, isn't it? Wedding bells ward off evil. Irish brides have known to wear bells on their dresses to ward off evil spirits who might try to ruin their marriage, as opposed to relatives who have too many spirits and end up ruining the wedding. Wow. Eating goat meat could get hairy. Who'd want to eat hairy goat meat? Superstitious women in Rwanda don't eat goat meat over fear that it will cause them to grow facial hair. Right. I love that one. That's funny. I like that one. I'm saying nothing. I mean, who'd want to have cheese and jam sandwiches together? It's like, IBH. Pregnant women should give in to their cravings. Some pregnant women have weird cravings. There's a Canadian superstition that expectant mothers who are craving fish but don't eat it will end up having a baby with a fish head. Right. Okay, pregnant women should not, however, eat astrometrical foods. There's a Korean superstition that nibbling unshapely food while pregnant means you will end up with an ugly baby. Right, okay. Don't walk backwards. Well, yeah, you could trip over and fall over. In Portugal, it's considered bad luck to walk backwards. The common belief is that if you do, you're showing the devil which way you're going. Okay. We know about the ladder one. Be wary of full moons. Now, I see them as good luck, but seems some places see them as bad. Full moons are commonly associated with chaos, even if you're not convinced werewolves are or even were real. No, there's just some people that are extra hairy. According to Bustle, it's a popular superstition in hospitals. Yeah, well, I think it might be because people, I think from what I've heard, crime's meant to rise on full moons, apparently. So let's have a look. Go to hospital on Wednesdays. An old wives' tale states that the best day to go to hospital is, in fact, hump day. Don't say the same word at the same time as your friend. According to the local in Italy, if you say the same word as someone in unison, you'll never get married. Yikes, but it's too expensive to get bloody married. If you want to do this bad juju, you must immediately touch your nose. Right, we know about that. It says protect yourself against the evil eye. The evil eye, human look, believed to cause supernatural harm, is a well-known symbol of bad fortune, according to life science. It can be cast on people or even, I'm going to take these glasses off, or even objects like your car or home. There are a number of talismans in many cultures created to ward off this curse, like the popular hamsa. Yeah, I've seen them. So there you go. Don't sing at the dinner table. Don't say Macbeth in a theatre. Okay. This is something else you shouldn't do during your evening supper. Apparently in the Netherlands, singing your favourite tune means you're singing to the devil for your food. Don't sit at the corner of the table. That won't bloody work. Another act causing you to be barren in the marriage department, sitting at the corner of the dinner table, according to Hungarian and Russian superstitions. What do you mean, la 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 la? Don't wear red during a storm. Well, that's no bleeding good, because what if you get caught in a storm? You can't predict the storm. Hi, Sixtus. In the Philippines, it's believed that the colour red attracts lightning, and it's a shame. Red surely is the boldest shade. I don't know. I don't wear red much. Not much. I do prefer purple. But, yep. Oh. We're trying again, aren't we?
Hello,
I can hear you.
hello.
I can hear you
Brilliant. Jackie, can you send me a link through again? It comes up on my laptop. Did you send me a link through? Give me a minute. I've changed my account, Jackie.
All right.
What happened was I had a stalker, and the police were involved, so I had to change my name.
All right.
The person. Remember, I told you I lost my wallet. What happened was somebody came on one of the other chats, and what they did was they put a photograph of my bus pass, and it's never been out there before on the internet. So I know whoever had my bus pass has got my wallet. Whoever's got my wallet's got my driving license. And I was getting real threats. People coming on saying they were going to attack me and stuff. So I had to get the police involved. But I changed my thing.
Details.
Yeah. I just get rid of the Glasgow date. I just couldn't be bothered with it. I just get rid of the whole lot, But I was having a problem getting on. I'm trying to get on through the laptop. I prefer getting on the laptop because I don't really like using my mobile phone because I got my new Fire Stick through today.
Oh, yeah.
Because the other one, because the last one I had, how when you put it into the TV and you press switch it on and it comes up and it's got all the options. And the only one thing I use really is YouTube. And sometimes the thing wasn't, and then it was cutting out, and then eventually it just went kaput last night. But I was supposed to get the new Fire Stick tomorrow, but I actually got it today. And
That's good.
the guy next door, it was one of the ones where, I've got an intercom, so like every time, like I had about 6 people waking me up early in the morning, like buzz, but every time I was getting up to answer the buzzer, it was like, oh, parcel delivery put in it. It's like, oh, it's the postman, it's the bin man. Every man in his dog was pressing my buzzer this morning.
Cheeky
And
sluts.
you know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes I feel like turning it off. And then I didn't really answer the buzzer. I said, I'll just not answer that. And I thought, and I heard the buzzer. And then I just thought, I'll just ignore it. And then I heard the knock at the door. And then I heard the knock at the door. And I kind of got up and looked, and I was bollock naked, and I got up and I looked through the peephole, and I thought, oh, it's a guy holding a parcel. I thought, that's my Fire Stick. So I kind of just like opened the door and just put my hand out and grabbed it. I thought, if only he knew what I was like on the other side of that door. I thought,
oh my God.
Just a good job I never actually opened the door and went, hello.
I know you'd be like, take one look, and run off.
I mean, I dare say it does happen. I mean, when you just see the hand, you must think if you're delivering something to a door, and you just see that and you must think, what, they're obviously not opening the door for a reason, because my neighbour used to do that. 'Cause her smoke alarm used to go off a lot.
Oh
But she's
God.
moved out, and
Hi,
she's kind of
Decay.
old. And one day, well, she moved out now, and the housing association came in and they send up clean-up squads to clean the house. And they
Yeah.
did that, and then they dragged dirt and bolts and fucking screws, and they left a mess in the stair. And I phoned up the housing association, and twice I phoned them up, and I says, look, they've made if you're going to clean a house out, you clean your mess behind you.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
do.
leave,
They're meant to.
you don't leave shit at your arse, and that's exactly what they did. And then they tried to start blaming me. There's like, well, the dirt is actually, looking at the line of dirt down the stairs, it's closer to
Thanks,
your door than
Sixtus. Yeah.
it's
Go on.
closer to your door than it is to the middle door or the next door. And I'm like, "Yeah, look, I looked out the window, I looked through the peephole. I saw the guys cleaning up the property. They never cleaned the stairs. And the people that clean the stairs, who are contracted to clean the stairs, even you heard them coming out, and they never cleaned it because that's not their job. It's,
No, it
they're
isn't.
only it's like it's like natural wear and tear. They're not there to clean up somebody else's mess like that.
Yeah, true. Hiya, Betsy.
So how's the cats? What are you eating?
Me tea.
Were you eating potatoes?
Yeah, that's potato. Well, I've just had sausages before. Got some veg, and I'm just eating the potatoes, and then that'll be it. Yeah,
It's
food.
it's 11:45 at night. When did you
No,
start
it
cooking?
isn't. It's 11:15.
Well, 11:15. But when did you actually start cooking, Jackie?
I didn't. Simon does it. I can't do any of that. I can cook. Used to cook, but I can't handle anything because it all hurts my hands.
Oh, right.
But yeah, Simon does it. He did it when he got home from work. So after he fed cats, then we had tea. Well, having tea.
Is it boiled? Is it the like peeled and boiled potatoes you're having?
The new potatoes.
All right. So I like those potatoes. I like the baby potatoes that you just need to half them and clean them and just put them in a bowl. You don't even need to peel them.
Oh, I know. Yeah, jacket potatoes are nice as well, yeah. Or you can have things like cheese or beans or chili.
Well, jacket potatoes are just like baked potatoes, but we get if you get the new potatoes, you don't really need to peel them. You can just cut them and quarter them, wash them, and just put them in a bowl with some salt and just cook them that way.
True.
True,
very true.
So can you send me a link on that, and I'll try and get onto my laptop because I don't really like using my mobile phone.
I'll send it on here now.
I don't. It doesn't seem to be coming up on my laptop for some reason.
Well, I put it in. No, hang on. Let me just send it again.
It's coming up on the phone. I don't think it's coming up. The GoFundMe is there.
Oh yeah, somebody else just put. Sue just put that in for me.
Yeah, I just got that.
It's
just
still
so as I can put this down and talk to you, or talk at you as I do with most people.
Turn now.
Right, what am I doing? Right, StreamYard. Because I tried to get StreamYard with this, and I was really struggling because it wouldn't let me use the mic and it wouldn't let me use the camera. And it's like, well, you can go into the room.
No, it might. Sometimes it will save your camera and your microphone might be somewhere else, or just put one. Just buy them separately. It might work better that way.
Well, I actually said to
right, you're gonna have to leave this one if you're coming on the laptop. Yeah, you leave this one. Yeah, that's the one. That's better.
Yeah.
You just have to lift it.
Yeah.
Because if they were both on at the same time, you just get so much reverb. It's horrible. It's like and then it just goes to a horrible bleeping sound. It's horrible.
Yeah, these are reading glasses. Well, when I take my reading glasses off, everything looks a wee bit fuzzy. I'm actually starting to. Well, they gave me actual distance glasses as well when I went to the what do you call this? I was going to say when I went to the thermometer. when I went to the
You
optician,
mean the optician?
yeah, I went to the optician and they're like, well, and because my eyes were a bit blurry and I was wondering why it is, but I've got a liver condition.
Oh,
That
yeah.
condition is I've got non-alcoholic liver condition. So part of the symptoms for that is that I get dry eyes. So I didn't
Yeah, I
know
get
that at the
dry eyes.
time. I just totally forgot. And I went to the opticians and I was really panicking. I thought I'm not going to be able to drive because if you get blurry eyesight, you can't drive. And I'm like, I was really shitting myself. And I went in and it was quite good because he sat me down and he's like, I says, I'm finding it blurry. And he just put drops in my eyes and he's like, whoa, it made a big difference. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it was like really clear because I was struggling to, I was changing glasses, but I use my old, these are the old ones that I've got, these are the old reading glasses. But I'm feeling over the last couple of days that I do need them. I really, really do need them. I'm struggling to see.
Yeah.
And it's only within a couple of days. It's been quite a big leap. And I'm worried about that. Do you know what I mean?
This one, Coffo Menza. I don't know who the hell you are. You've not even got a camera, so I'm not letting you on. So nice try, whoever you are.
The only reason
Yeah.
I use my glasses is to see the only reason I use my glasses, Jackie, is to see the side chat or to see the names. Do you know what I mean? I can see
Yeah.
you, you can see me perfectly fine, but when it comes to like Jackie and the Glasgow Dave, I kind of struggle with that. But when I
Yeah.
do that and put these on, it's like boom, they work. But the thing is, they're steaming up.
Mine's steaming up a bit now because I'm getting warm. It's weird because this room's warm anyway because I'm in my creature room. But yeah, part of the day. Go on.
Well, you've got lots of creatures and you need to keep them at a certain temperature, you know, so
yeah, there's creatures in this room, but part of the day I'll be upstairs with the cats. So I spend day, I spend some of the day with the cats and obviously playing with them or entertaining them or being with them, and then other times I'll be in here. So yeah.
Like, yeah, well, I was going to say, like, because I know a friend of mine that's got, it had one of these big fish tanks, and it had one of these. Yeah, wasn't it like a tank? It was like an aquarium. It was like something that you would get in like one of these pet shops. You go into the pet shop and the biggest,
freaking huge,
massive fucking. This thing took up half the living room. And he had one of these light things in it, and it's like he had like a 1-bedroom flat, and he's like, it was one of the old, the old meters with the wheel that goes round.
Oh my god!
And it's like he's like, hey, look at that, man, and he had a good job, but the fucking meter was like that. I mean, just for the and he had always in the winter the house didn't really keep very much heat because it would single glazing in those days. So they had the fire on and everything, and it's like fucking thing was like you could cut a diamond on it. It was moving that fast.
Jeez.
No.
Have you got YouTube on at the same time? So I can hear it echoing.
Oh yeah, I've just done that. Oh, yeah. Okay, sometimes.
No,
sometimes
you're not. Better. Yeah, go on.
Oh,
sorry.
It's just sometimes like when I go on other channels. Like as I say, there's a woman. I don't mention names on the internet, Jackie. I don't like doing it because if I see a name and I see a channel that I go to, then somebody can follow me and start getting information. So I need to be really. I need to be careful about what I say because it's just one of those things. Yeah, somebody says I need windscreen wipers.
Yes, Sue. Yeah, windows. They work right.
Yeah, you get window wipers. Yeah. So I got fires. So what have you? If you got your target for your buggy thing?
For my what? Oh no! I've not. I'm 280 short.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say. I mean, I won my appeal for my PIP. I said that to my sister. And a few people are saying you better watch. If you owe them money, though, they could take that off you. Council tax and stuff. And when I went to my appeal, I won my appeal. They're going to backdate it for quite a long time, and it's quite a bit of money. So if it gets into, I'm saying that to my sister, if more than $3,000 goes into your account, that bank is obliged to tell the tax man. So I think they'll probably go after the lump sum. I think probably
Yeah.
because when I was driving cabs, I stopped in 2019, and I went to my accountant. My accountant took his fee off of me, but then I went on to benefits. But I forgot to tell the HMRC that I was no longer working. So they kept sending me letters for like 4 years, 3, 4 years, and I just binned them, and they kept saying final penalty, fine. And I thought, I think I'm going to get fucking hammered. Because I think they'll just go right in and just say, because they're merciless. Because my welfare rights officer was speaking to him, and one of the comments he made when we were on the way out of the actual tribunal, he says we were talking about laws, and he says the only people that really have got really a lot of restraint to the law is the HMRC. You know, Her Majesty's.
Yeah, they're the
Custom
worst
House.
ones, aren't they? If you mess around with them, they'll fuck you over big style.
Oh, they will really come after you. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like the tax man is fucking. The things that they can do is unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's brutal.
they can go through. I mean, they've also got agreements with America as well.
Oh yeah, because they call them, what do they call them? The IRS, don't they?
Yeah, the
In
Americans.
America.
Yeah,
So yeah, it can be pretty scary stuff.
Well, I had a conversation with a bus driver the other day.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, and we were just talking about offshore accounts, and we're just talking about different people, and I says, I so and so's that they've all got like offshore accounts and stuff, like in the Cayman Islands and stuff, and I says, yeah, but the American government have done it the smart way. The American government have turned around and said to Switzerland and the Cayman Islands, we're not going to give you banking licenses if you don't kind of raise the shutters a little bit on your secrecy. You know, so the Cayman Islands, they says, we'll just lock you out of America if you don't, if you do, we'll just not let you, we won't give you a banking license. And companies like, all the banks in Switzerland, they've got that much money invested in America, they can't afford to lose their banking licenses, so they've got to comply. So a lot of people in Switzerland that have got numbered accounts are going to be having a lot of sleepless nights. Do you know what I mean?
I'm live, you know.
So that's how they actually go at them.
No, I've still got a brew.
It's not illegal.
No, I couldn't eat the rest.
Like I offered you some tea, is it?
You could have done.
All you need
You
is tea.
could you bring me in the kale
Yeah, in a
one?
minute, yeah. Do you want any biscuits?
Yes, please.
Right, okay, I'll go and get them first.
Great.
I'll have you cup in a minute.
Okay. Thank you.
Jack, you've got to imagine a man that cooks you food and brings you biscuits.
No, we try not to eat them all, so we just eat like a few of them, and then we just put them away, and then that's it. Do not touch. Hi, Tom, Urban Explorer. I just can't sit there and eat the entire packet. It's just like you think, oh yeah, eat them all, and then afterwards you're like, oh, okay, I feel sick. So it's like, which is it at like 4 yesterday, 4 each, and then it's like, okay, that's it. And then you look forward to them later on, don't you?
Yeah, well, no, but I could eat a whole. It's not the first time I've eaten a whole packet of penguins to myself. I'm a really greedy person when it comes to biscuits. Like, I love to see them make the.
I'll try and use some of
It's
that.
on its way out.
I know.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
You drunk the brew yet?
I'm not that bloody quick. You only just left 2 seconds ago.
All right, well, tell me when you have it.
I will. Help.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Yeah, I'm going I'm off out tomorrow.
Basically,
So. Go on.
I like McVitie's Orange Club, and I like. Have you ever had? Do you get the gold bars down there? The wee McVitie's gold
Yeah,
bars?
I remember the gold bars.
Yeah, I love them, man.
Oh yeah.
I like them. Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't sit and eat loads of all this stuff anymore. I just don't bother. It was different when you have to fight the kids for the bloody the sweets or the chocolate bars. But you'd be sat there eating one, and the kids would be like, "Have you got anything?" No. That'd be funny.
Yeah, well, I went to Aldi's and I got biscuits, and guess what? One of the packets of biscuits are called? Caramel Wackos.
Where do they come up with some of these names? I tell you.
I mean, seriously, man, it's just weird. Some of the stuff. I mean, it's like the thing is when I'm in, I'm having to take my glasses off to see things that aren't writing, and then put them back on again when I'm reading the labels. You know. But last week, what I did was I got quite a bit of shopping off my last payment, and I came in and I put. Do you know how you get the Maggi noodles? You know, like you get packs of 5 Maggi noodles, like super
Yeah.
noodles that they're dry. You don't put them in the freezer. And I had like 2 packets, and I thought, what did I do with the other pack? I'm sure I had 2 of them. And I went and opened up my chest freezer, and there was a pack. I put the packet of noodles in the freezer.
So did.
Well, yeah, I need something in my. It's like the what's the name of that film, that Wizard of Oz? If I only had a brain.
Oh, we only had a brain, yeah, Wizard of Oz. Oh God.
So
Yeah.
so how
Have you
was
got
it?
any weird superstitions, you know, besides eating yellow snow?
Well, I don't eat yellow snow if I can help it, but
I'd be bloody
magpies.
worried if you did.
I certainly don't make a habit of it, but magpies.
Sorry?
Magpies.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
If I
1
see-
for
if I
two
see-
for boy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 6 for silver, 7 for gold,
Yeah.
8 for secret, never to be told, and then it goes up higher. And I can't remember all of them.
Well, my sister's a Christian, and I went to visit her the day, and I was talking about it, and we were just sitting in a room talking. I spoke to her husband. Her husband's quite badly ill. And
Yeah.
just in a way, I kind of sat and I spoke to her, and she was talking about God and dying and going to heaven and being judged and all that. And then she went, I was standing at a bus stop, and I says, and it was like years ago with her husband, and she went, I just seen this little sparrow, and there was like 7 or 8 of them, and they all kind of flew away, and one just hit a bus and literally gets head taken off. It's like you could walk out there and die tomorrow. You know you don't know. And she just went, I'm not worried about dying. She says, I'm worried about meeting God and not being prepared to meet God. So she's quite into that kind of thing. And I'm like, and I says, yeah, I know. So well, so I'm kind of. And she went, well, you could go out there on your way up the road and you could get hit with a bus. And I'm like, and I'm leaving and I'm walking up the road and I'm waiting at the traffic lights, you know, because sometimes you don't observe you don't wait for the green man. I thought, I'm waiting for, I don't care how long this green man takes to change. I am not crossing this road. And I was like, just all the way home, I was just thinking about what she said. And I thought, oh, I don't get hit with a bus.
Oh my God. I quit.
It happened.
Oh, I don't criticize. If people believe in that, it's up to them. At the end of the day, it's whatever makes you feel better about yourself. You know?
Well, so how is Matt? Is Matt okay?
Yeah, he's all right. He's probably just busy, you know. As far as I know, he is anyway.
As soon as I told him I was a Freemason, I think he kind of changed his opinion on me. I don't think he likes Freemasons.
Freemasons.
Right. I was only Jackie. I was only joking. I'm not a Freemason. I was only joking.
Yeah, but there's a lot of superstitions with them as well. So
I've got friends that are. I just don't have any interest in it. Yeah, but as I said, quite happy that I got the Fire Stick as well, because you can feel it in the remote when you're using the remote. You can feel it's a lot smoother and stuff. The thing is, it's also a lot different as well. The interface, when you buy something new, I mean, that Fire Stick was on for like 4 years, near enough non-stop, because I don't turn my TV off. I like to listen to things in the background because I can't get to sleep otherwise.
Oh, you're right. You're one of them that has to have sound all the time.
I've got to have sound or I don't fall asleep. But last night I just put my phone on and I just basically put it next to my pillow and just put a video on and just fell asleep. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, people get really annoyed and angry at you when you say, "Oh, I like your videos. I put them on when I'm going to sleep." And it's
whoops. Yeah, but at the end of the day, they get they still get watch hours and all that, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I watch quite a lot of things that are. Well, I do lives. I watch lives, and I like watching you. I watch Matt, and I watch a few other people. I like. Was it Vacant Haven?
Who? Vacant Haven. Yeah, I've not been on his in. I've not been on his in ages. But the thing is, it seems. I don't know. He seems to be on at the same time as I am now.
Yeah, one of the things that can be a bit of a problem is everything clashes.
Yeah.
The more when you start to talk to people and you go into lives, you could have 5 people you talk to, But if they're all on at the one time, you've got to pick somebody. Do you know what I mean? You're not picking favourites. There's a woman that does a kind of chat, not a chat show, a quiz show. Don't know if you've heard
Yeah.
of her. And I go on hers and I answer questions, but I flit because in my room I've got my Fire Stick, which shows everything on my TV. And I'll watch that and I'll type on my phone. No, 9 times out of 10, if I'm typing, I'm on my phone. I don't use the keyboard, and I'm very rarely ever on the laptop unless I'm using the camera. I don't need to use this. I'm in a room, I've got my Fire Stick, and I'll use that. But sometimes, occasionally, I'll come away and I'll start Googling things, and she'll be like shouting, "Look, I need this answer," and I'm like, "Oh," and I'm trying to get the thing back up again, and oh, for crying out loud, do you know what I mean? But
Well, I've not. There's a Fire Stick. I think one of them downstairs, but I've got the Fire Cube instead.
what is the Fire? Is it? What do you just plug it into the wall and it thingies? Do you have a remote?
Yeah,
control?
you can do stuff. You can do a bit more by voice. It's still by Alexa, but you don't need to do it through your what the fudge you call it? Your remote control. But my remote control is harder to lose because I've got a cover on it. It's a really bright turquoise colour.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks, Quinn. Yeah, go on.
I needed a new remote control, and what I did was I went on to Amazon, and I thought, oh, I'll get myself, because like I couldn't afford to get a full Fire Stick because it was like £45, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll go online and I'll get a new remote, and I looked it up, and I bought this new remote thinking it was a remote, and it came through for China, and I'm like looking at it, and it's
Really?
a rubber, yeah, it was a rubber hold, the protective cover.
Oh,
You know,
sugar,
and
yeah.
for £4.99, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, for fuck. I should have sent it back, but it was eBay, and I thought I just couldn't be bothered. I ordered
Oh no, I've got the covers. I got the covers for mine, but like I said, I got the bright colours, and obviously they one of them. What do you call them? What the hell do you call them now? They shine in the dark. Basically, they illuminate. So basically, we turn the lights off. You can see them glowing, but it helps because if you have everything that's black, you can't bleed and find them half the time.
Yeah, well, sometimes that can be the case, but yeah, but I mean, you can get televisions with them built in. My sister's husband has got a Fire Stick, but he's also got he's got a smart TV. His television's the size of the wall.
Yeah, I haven't got anywhere for that at all. I wish I had, but we've got that much work we're going to do on this house. It's just jobs are getting done slowly and slowly. We just got to do it because obviously everything's money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unless you win the lottery, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, well, he said, I said to him, I says, if my money does come in, and I'm fortunate enough to have that, I says, how much would that television cost me? And he turned to me, £2,800, and I was like, well, I think I may buy something. Oh, no, I would not pay that in a television ever. I mean, I looked up smart TVs in Curry's, and you can get them for about, I'm not looking for something too big because they burn a lot of energy. And if your TV's on a lot, you're really burning a lot of energy. And I thought, I want to get something. Well, the one I've got in the room's 37-inch, and the one I've got in my living room is like 55-inch.
Yeah, that mine's about the same size upstairs. The one upstairs is 55 or something daft like that. But anything too big, you just don't want, because it's not that. It takes up the entire space, and it's all right for seeing and all that, but there's no need.
Well, the one my sister's husband's got, my brother-in-law, I think his is 65 inches. And that's a big TV. And the thing is, the living room is like a one-bedroom flat. So the living room isn't very big. His living room's about 18 by 12 feet. But he's got a big, you know what I mean? And he's got, he doesn't have high ceilings. So he kind of takes up like the wall between the living room door and the window is like something like 9 feet. So it's just like it takes up most of the wall. You know what I mean?
That's huge.
Just
right. Yeah, I'm all right, Tom. How are you, mate? Hope you're good. Oh, it seems
somebody won the
American. You could do Anna's 65-inch editing. Yeah.
Who's Dazzy? Dazzy.
Seen them about. I have seen them about. Sometimes you see names that you kind of, you get used to seeing. So,
somebody made a comment that somebody in America has won $1 billion in the lottery.
I know it's a lot of money, isn't it? Over $1 billion in California. Damn it. Could have been someone in my state of Michigan. It's like, yoo-hoo.
Yeah,
The only thing I know that Michigan, is it Michigan has got, what's his name? Ryan Barchak.
Who's that?
Ryan Barchak is a guy that he's basically got a lot of animals. He's actually got, he's ill as well. He's got pancreatic cancer. Poor guy.
Yeah, there's no cure for that. That's
I know.
malignant. Yeah, that's malignant.
But the creature room that he's got loads of snakes, reptiles. He's got mammals, and then he's doing an aquarium across the road from where he lives, and it's loads.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Save a Fox? It's an American woman, and she saves foxes.
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, she's quite good. What did you think of that Tiger King's husband? Her husband's been found.
Yeah, I heard he'd been found.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He was in Panama or Costa Rica or somewhere like that.
She must be bad if you go and live in a different country.
Well, no, she met somebody else after he kind of left her, though. But
Yeah.
they reckon he was worth millions, and that's what got me onto the conversation about the offshore banking with the bus driver, because we were talking about the Tiger King, and at the bus stop you could see the Edinburgh Castle, and we were talking about you can see the stand, where they put for the concerts, because
Yeah.
Rod Stewart just done a concert up there. He done 2 days up there, I think. And
I can't believe he's still bloody going, that guy.
Yeah.
It's got to be ancient.
Look, Rod Stewart really needs the money, Jackie. You know what I mean? But I mean,
I know all them expensive wives. Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah. I think he's only had a couple of wives, actually. Well, one's enough if you go through a big divorce in America. But I know Elton John, he's just done his final concert.
What, final again?
Yeah, the final. I'm going
to
retire.
Final.
Yeah, he's going to retire this time for good. But,
yeah, okay.
Well,
you know what, Tom? I'm sorry to hear about your fluid on your lungs. I think I kind of remember some of that. You saying either on mine or it could have been on Will's channel about you got fluid on your lungs and you're in hospital with it. So it's not good at all in the slightest, mate. I just hope you get well soon.
Yeah, that's really bad. That sounds
exactly. You can have like a rattly sound. Yeah, it's not good.
When I had reactive arthritis, my knees swelled up and my elbow swelled up, and I couldn't move. And I had to get somebody. I was walking down the street and I couldn't tie my shoelaces, and I had to ask a stranger to tie my shoelaces, literally. And I just said to the guy, I says, "Look, I'm having problems. Is there any chance you could tie my shoelaces?" The guy tied my shoelaces.
Yeah.
Went to the doctor, and I struggled to get to the doctor. And it was like one of the ones when I moved a certain way, it was like, it was fucking sore. And so I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, you clearly can't look after yourself. I'll give you a letter and go to the A&E. So I went to the A&E and I gave them the letter, and they went, right, well, they took me in pretty much quite quickly. And then I says, well, they actually took fluid at my elbows. Have you ever had the fluid at your elbows before?
I had it when I broke this wrist. There was a load of fluid at the bottom of my elbow, and I was just like, what the hell's this? It was like a yellow colour.
Yeah, well, what they did was with me is they take blood, urine, all the rest of it. But
yeah,
what they did was with me is they put a needle in there.
Yeah.
And it was about the needle. It says, look away. And they actually numbed it, Jackie. They numbed it, and I was screaming. The needle was about, swear to God, Jackie, the needle was about that size.
Jeez.
I was screaming, and they take a sample of the pus, and then they take it away and they examine it, and it's like, there's nothing really wrong with the pus. And I feel saying, well, if there's fluid there, well, it's obviously not a natural fluid. So even if it's no poisonous, why the fuck is it there? So then
Yeah.
they came back 2 hours later and they went, well, you can't really move a lot, you're struggling. I literally could not take a shower, I couldn't bend, I couldn't really, I mean, I was like the Tin Man for the Wizard of Oz. And they took me up to the ward, what do you call it, the rheumatology. And for like 4 days, they come round every day. It was 5 days. But it wasn't until like the fourth day where they says, well, we'll give you these tablets called steroids, like, and they gave me a name for them, and said, right, and I took them, and it was like, oh, these are great. I actually went away, but it was like 4 days before I could have a shower because I couldn't move. I was like, and they put a drip in me, and you know what it's like if you've ever been in a hospital and they put a drip in you, and you need to go to the toilet. And
Yeah, and you got to take your flipping trolley with you.
You got to take that thing with you.
Yes, me and my friend are going to the toilet now.
Yeah. The first time I had kidney stones, and I never realised I had kidney stones.
Yeah.
And I went to A&E and I was really down. I was like, I really did look. You know how when you see somebody, think, oh, they're ill. I really look
Yes, you
bad.
can tell, can't you? They look
And
pale as hell, don't they?
yeah, well, what had happened was I had quite a few kidney stones, and one of my tubes were blocked, so they had to give me a stent. And
Yeah, like they did with Matt.
yeah, they gave me a stent, which is a tube between the kidneys and the bladder. And they says, right, and the guy was wheeling me up after they'd done the blood and the urine and all the rest of it, because they do that, your blood pressure and all the rest of it, and check your heart. And the porter's wheeling me up to the the actual the liver, the kidney, the renal place.
Yeah.
I'm walking in the link. I'm going down there on the link corridor with the porter, and this other kind of woman, I think she was a nurse, she just took one look at me and went, "Fucking shit, mate! You look as if you're dying." and she was like, I really felt, when I was like, my head was down, and I was like, I didn't even really know what day of the week it was, because do you know what had happened?
Go on.
I had a kidney infection as well.
Yeah, it's not good.
So they put me on high strength antibiotics, IV, so they had that, and then they had the drip, and then eventually they put the stent, and it says, right, well, after a couple of days, we'll send you home, and you can come in a couple of months' time. I was driving taxis at the time, and it was really painful because every time I needed to go to the toilet and my bladder was filling up, the stent was sticking into my bladder like a straw. No, it was like a straw. It felt like, it was so sore. And it was like, I had to go once because like there was one, and I was going to the toilet every 5 minutes. And when I was out driving about, I dropped somebody off, and I went out and I said, I really need the toilet here. So I kind of went down a lane to pee, and I couldn't get it. I just ended up peeing myself because it was just wow. And I went to the A&E, I went home and said, I need to get this sorted out. And they took me in, and they're like, there's no really anything we can do. We can just give you painkillers, and they sent me home. I was like,
I don't know shit.
It's risky because if I told them, I says, look, I've already had a kidney infection, and I did say that to them. I says, and I'm out trying to work, and it's unbelievable. But I'm on the list just because the doctors, when they released me, they went, right, you need to drink lots of water. Don't really drink a lot of juice or coffee or whatever. Try and just keep drinking water. Get a bit of lemon juice or whatever and put it into some water and drink that. Did I listen? I was drinking 2 litres iron brew every single day for like about 2-3 months. Boom, and again, and it's all, you've got a kidney stone blocking your tubes, and you've got a 3.5 centimetre kidney stone floating about in your bladder. And shit. So they took me in and they went, right, well, and then they took me in and they kind of like, eventually they says, there's no really anything we can do. What we'll do is come back and we'll put you on the waiting list. So I did that, and then I was out for about like a month, and I just went in and I was in extreme pain. I was like really struggling, and they took me in and they went, well, you're obviously, there's something no right, and they x-rayed me and done a CT, and they went, there's 2 of your tubes, because you've got 2 kidneys, 2 of your tubes are literally blocked. We're going to need to take you in and get you in. And they put in a nephrostomy, which is like a bag, and they put it in and it fills up with urine. And then they put that in, got that sorted. and they literally got me in within hours, and they just basically done everything. The kidney stone that was in my bladder, they destroyed that as well. No, they just knock you out, and they just put a tube up your doodah, and they
you
just
do
shoot you
that.
inside. But when I went into the actual theatre, they come in and they tell you, they put the thing in your hand for the anaesthetic, and they always ask you 1,000 questions, like, is this your
Yeah,
name? And I went in, and they put you on the trolley, they take you for the trolley onto the operating theatre, the bed thing, and then I turned and had a wee look, and the mum was like, "Don't look to your left," and there was this thing, and it looked like a drill, and it was about, I would say, about that size, maybe the size of the screen. And I'm thinking, shit, is that what's going to got my doodah? And it was like, shit. And I was like, thank God they fucking knocked me out. Seriously, man. Because that thing was huge. And then when you wake up, it's like, and the thing is, you're null by mouth, so you can't eat anything for 12 hours. So you wake up fucking starving, do you know what I mean? But the nurses were amazing, because like, when I came back up, they were like, "Oh, we'll just give you a sandwich," and they gave me macaroni, lasagna and chips. That's fucking. I thought it must have been the fastest I've ever eaten a macaroni, lasagna and chips in my life. I just stopped it a lot, and anyway, there's two. And they gave me 2 chicken tikka sandwiches and a cup of tea, and I was like, "Oh, thank God for that." But it's a relief. It's a relief when you get medical treatment. It's a relief. And I spoke to my sister about the NHS, and she's like, "What's happening with the NHS at the moment is frightening. It's absolutely frightening. I mean, we've got a bit of a better NHS than what they've got in England, but I've been told England is really bad right now."
Yeah, I got told, because I rang up, because I had a letter from, I think it was through the consultant, stuff like that, and they said, for my having me spine, the problems with me damaged nerves and me curved spine, I was sent a letter, and I was told if I'd not heard from the hospital by a certain date, which was the 8th, that I was to ring up the hospital. So I did. So I talked to them, and they says, when we do ring you up, we're not doing anything until for 90 weeks. I'm like, what? 90 weeks?
Yeah.
That's a year and a half.
Yeah, well, I know somebody that's been told, what's that thing they shove up? I don't mean it to be crude, but the thing they shove up your bum, it's
Oh, is it?
I know that's an endoscope, but there's
Yeah,
something else.
I forgot the name of it now, but I know what you mean, yeah.
This person's been told, without mentioning names, that she's going to need to wait 70 weeks to get this done. And I was watching, it was at TikTok, there was a doctor on it, and it was like a 2-minute video. And he's like, I'm stuck struggling with my patients. I love my patients. I want to help them. But he says, but I had to go and do this, that, and the next thing. And the only thing I could do was tell my patient to go in and put his name down. A waiting list to get on a waiting list. That's it. Literally, that's how bad it was. And I'm like, fucking hell, man. Because up here we don't, like, I don't pay for my treatment. I don't pay for my dental treatment. I don't pay for like anything like that. And my cousin, she lives in South, and she was saying that, I can't remember exactly what she was saying, but she says something about she gets more. She has to, when she goes to the doctor, she has to just pay for her treatment, and then she gets it back, or she has to prove that, if she goes to a dentist, she has to prove that, it's totally different in England. It's totally different. Up here, you fill it in. Once you're registered with an actual dentist, you tell them your own benefits, and they contact the benefit agency. So if you're not on benefits and you're conning them, you'll just get struck off for that practice, and you'll not be able to get dental treatment. So people tend not to really do it. So you don't really need to prove, really. They just it's done on the honour system, really.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
What?
It's a lot better that way.
Yeah. As I say, I've not actually painted my kitchen. I've kind of like lost the will to live with that kind of thing. So I don't know. Get sandpaper there, and I need to kind of get real. I'm going to get one of those, those electric sanders.
Oh yeah, what for?
because I need to see the person that's painted the skirting board.
Yeah.
The housing association, when I moved in, everything was magnolia. The ceiling, the walls, the doors, the skirting boards.
No, because basically you get some places they'll put it all in one color. It'll be either white or, like you said, magnolia. So they'll put it all in one color. Then obviously, then when you move in, then you just you can change the colors whatever you want. It's just in certain houses. I've had that where you walked in and you're like, okay, so they're all one color, are they?
Well,
But yeah.
I never had a problem with magnolia until I moved in here. I'm sick of looking at every single room. And the person that's used the gloss on the skirting board has overlapped it onto the emulsion. So
God.
I'm having to use a craft knife to cut right along the top of the skirting board where it meets the wall. But then I need to take the paint off the plasterboard because you can't paint emulsion on top of the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm having to cut that and then fill it with polyfiller, sand it down, sand the top of the skirting board down, wash it, sand it, and then paint it. And I can't be arsed. I mean,
It's not bloody good.
it took me long enough to paint that ceiling, but I think I was talking to a painter and decorator, and the painter and decorator says it's because you never used an undercoat on the plasterboard. He says that will start peeling. I says when? He says, well, I don't know. It says what happens when it peels is just get a paint scraper and scrape it and then just put an undercoat on it and paint over it.
Yep.
Anyway, I need to go to the toilet.
But then just turn your screen off and go to the toilet.
Yeah,
Go
well,
for a wee. That's what I say. Right, where are we? Man, just finished dinner and I feel knackered. Well, that's no flipping good. Oh, it's nice we've got so many people in. Hope everybody's okay. Just think tomorrow's Friday for them people that work and just don't want to be at work, but you have to. It is pants, but there you go. So let's see. No. No, leave it on and take the camera with you. Yeah, that would be disturbing. Yeah, you go in and having a pee and everything. It's like, hang on a minute, I've got to change hand. I'm using this hand. Just wouldn't work. It would not work. All right. Let's see if I can. Found another superstition. Saying rabbit, rabbit, or white rabbit on the first day of every month ensures good luck for that month. A common belief in Britain and North America back in 600 BC, rabbits were thought to communicate with spirits of the underworld because they lived underground. A rabbit's foot is also popularly thought to bring good luck, but apparently in order for it to be considered lucky, the foot has to be the left hind. Well, there you go.
oh.
You got
Somebody
another
told
one.
me
Go on.
somebody told me to take the camera to the toilet. I thought, no.
Yeah, you might scare the neighbours.
I scare the pigeons.
Scare the pigeon. Says, don't enter a room with your left foot. In Spain, walking into a room with your left foot will bring bad luck. It's always better to enter or leave with your right foot. That's bloody awkward.
I don't like walking under ladders, but then again, sometimes when I'm walking down the street, if I see a crack in the pavement, I won't walk on it.
Ah,
A
superstitious.
little bit that way. Yeah, we'll go on the internet, and I was on one of the other channels. And you know how there's without mentioning names, that there is a certain BBC celebrity who has been named in a scandal?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I went on this other person's channel, we're talking away, and I kind of managed to send her an email telling her that I would change my name and all the rest of it, and kind of, she happened to mention a photograph that was doing the rounds, and I kind of says, I'll send you an email, and I thought, and she put it up online, but it was censored, and I sent her an email, and I didn't think she was going to send me it back, and I says, can you send me the uncensored one through the email? And she did. It's pretty, it's just really, it's unbelievable. See when you see celebrities like that and you know it's real because you know that there's these videos and most of them are fake. You know, when you go on these sites and it's like celebrity, you know, adult stuff and it's all fake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The only time these
I
celebrities
think
do these, the only reason that these people do these kind of videos is for publicity. It's like Paris Hilton.
See, I don't watch mainstream TV anymore. It's a big bias, Frank.
I don't either.
I don't watch mainstream TV. It's the biggest pile of shite ever. Can't stand it. Cannot stand it in the slightest. Yes, I've finished.
I've seen a cat do a double take before.
Why?
Because all the cats were in the hall, and I was like, get upstairs. And when they didn't, I said, I was saying boo, and the Kronos went,
You're scaring the cats, poor cats.
Why does he care
How
about
do you
this?
remember your cat's names, Jackie?
It's easy, isn't it? Remembering the cats' names.
Yeah, when they're in front of you, but sometimes I can't when they're not in the room.
We got all the cats' names right the other day.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 5 minutes.
God, don't bloody start you. It's only because you're confused.
What?
It's only because you're confused. And put me sign back on the door. It's only you that knocks it off.
I never touched it.
You bloody did. You looked at it.
Well, looking at it isn't touching it, is it real?
You touched it and looked at it then.
Well, Dinkum's just had an injection in his elbow.
Has
Dinkum, hello. Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry, I can't type. Hi.
Oh, the cortisone.
Yeah.
They don't always work, them injections.
I get told football players get them, and is it cortisol or cortisone?
Cortisone, yeah. Because it's something your body can produce, but sometimes if you're getting pains, they actually inject it into you because it's meant to help. But sometimes it can last weeks, months, and then other times it might not work at all.
Yeah, well, somebody told that it was like somebody told me years ago that you were only supposed to have like one every so often for footballers, and there was footballers taking like 2 and 3 every couple of years. And there was one player who was really bad with it. He had to end up in crutches because they reckoned that there was a lot of side effects with these kind of things. I don't know. I'm a bit kind of like, I don't like taking medicine unless it's absolutely necessary, you know?
Yeah, I've had, I think I've had 1 or 2 and that's it, because I've had it in my knee. But that was years ago, and I mean years ago.
Yeah. I was going to say something about some, I can't remember. That's supposed to be so. Dinkum Dad used to have them in his shoulder. Yeah, my sister lives in Dinkum City. I've got a sister that lives over there.
In Ireland, not in Ireland, Australia. I've got I've got some family in Australia.
Have you ever been?
No.
Have you ever been to America? No.
See, I'm bringing up kids. I didn't go very far.
No. I spoke to my sister and her husband today. Not one of them have ever been abroad. None of them have ever had a passport.
No, I've never had a passport.
You've never had a passport?
No, but I've lived in a different country. That's when I was a child, but that's it. But no, I've had. See, I had kids. I've got well, I've still got them. It's just they're all adults.
Yeah.
I've got 5 children, so you just couldn't afford it. So there was other things that they needed, like they constantly kept growing and needing footwear and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, money just does not grow on trees. Funny enough.
That's true. But you game though as well. Do you know? Is that a PlayStation you've got? Something like that? You play?
Oh yeah, but I don't really go on it very often. I've not been on it for ages because if my hands hurt, I don't bother with it. So it's only every now and again that I bother. Otherwise,
because
I used to, but not as much.
Yeah, I seen. You can actually still get the PS4 in Argos. So I think if I get,
yeah, I've got PlayStation. Yeah, I've got that's the PlayStation 4 I've got.
Yeah.
I've not got the PlayStation 5, but what's the point? They made them really hard to get. There's hardly any games out for it anyway. And then they're already considering what's that, PlayStation 6, you know, and it's like, really? Nah, not interested.
Well, I remember, like, I looked up the games for it and I seen one that really brought back a lot of memories was Sonic the Hedgehog and Alec the Kid.
Oh, yeah, you can still get them for other. See, I've got the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then he's left his Xbox One upstairs, and then he's on the other Xbox downstairs.
So how many games consoles have you got? About 6 games consoles.
Right, well, he's got that one downstairs, and there's the Xbox One and the PS4 are upstairs, and then I've got the old ones, but I don't use them. They've just been put away, and we've got the Wii, but that's been put away as well. It's in the loft.
Yeah, but Jackie, you've got Ghosts in the loft.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't really play out that much because I don't really acknowledge it as much. A lot of times I ignore it.
When
Picks
you
on
ignore the-
Simon anyway. Simon
So
gets all the gets picked on by it, so it's all good.
I actually thought that you were just saying that as a laugh. I remember like
I know we've done funny videos. We took the piss because
yeah,
we've
like,
done things like what would a ghost think? Like, you know, you're going to a haunted place that's been investigated, and the ghost will be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again, another investigator. What shall we do? Shall I bother playing with them or not? I don't know." It's just it's true though. They've got bound to get bored because
well,
people ask the same questions over and over again, and they'll be like, "Oh, for God's sake, come out with something new."
well, the thing about these kind of things is I don't really. I mean, look, if you want to get involved, that's up to you. I just feel Ouija boards and stuff like that. I don't really kind of. I'm not into because you just never know who's going to come through, and it might not be your uncle or your auntie.
Oh yeah, they're half the time they're never who they say they are. That's why you meant to say things like that as a pinch of salt. But it's funny how they used to be known as something to play with as a game, and it's like, really.
Never use a Ouija board to contact the ghost of a dyslexic, Jackie.
No, I wouldn't contact one and expect it to be a family member. They can
No,
claim to be a
yeah.
family member. Doesn't always mean that they actually are. You'll just be like, oh, okay. We were responsible for smashing the screens of many a big TV. I flip it. I know. I remember when they first come out and they used to say, just watch what you're doing because you'd end up knocking somebody out. You'd wave it and like, bang. And it's like, oops. Okay. Also, these won't last 2 minutes. Bring me the other bag of. Well, I did ask for.
I brought it in for you. You never mentioned it till I've just come back. Now I've got to get past all the cats again.
Well, shall I just get you a whip in a chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was just a joke. I was saying, don't ever contact the ghost of a. Don't ever use a Ouija board to contact the ghost of a dyslexic.
That would be bloody bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Frankie Boyle told the joke once, and he says, "What's a chat up line for an over 70s? You know, here's a Ouija board, sweetheart. Tell your parents you're not going to be coming in tonight."
Yeah, but Frankie Boyle used to be really funny. Now he's all not as good. He's not as good as he used to be.
It's all good. Just throw it away.
Frankie Boyle lives no far away from me. I know where Frankie Boyle lives. Frankie Boyle lives about 3/4 of a mile away from where I live.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Bridges lives even closer.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I
Don't know much about Kevin Bridges, but
I know exactly where he lives. I've passed his house about hundreds of times. But
yeah.
You know, I've never seen him. I've met a few celebrities in my time. I've never,
Same.
you know, but I've, you know, walking about Glasgow and stuff. I've seen. I picked up Stephen Gerrard in my cab once.
Who?
Stephen Gerrard, the Liverpool guy that was the Rangers manager.
Yeah.
I thought it was Michael Owen. I was so starstruck, but he was trying to. I picked him up at the casino, and it was the wrong hire. But I was like, and I just seen him, and I thought, I'm not knocking that back. I was like, I just opened the door and I just got in. So he had two of his pals with him, and they're driving about, and he was trying to get to a kebab shop. And I picked him up at the casino in, was it Glassford Street? And I drove him down Stockwell Street, and eventually ended up at the Turquoise kebab shop. And he was looking to get to a street, and I didn't know what it was, but it was literally round the corner from where I picked him up. So I took him a big detour to get a kebab, and then we got to the kebab shop, and I kept saying, "Oh, I've got Michael Owen in my taxi." And they went, "I wish I was Michael Owen." We got to the kebab shop, and went, "I don't want an effing smelly kebab anyway. Take me to Great Friars Street or Blackfriars Street." He was going to, and I dropped him off. I dropped him off at Ingram Street, and he was in the back, and he went like that with the two £20 notes, and he went like that, and I went and took one, and he went and he pulled the other one away from me. And do you know what really annoyed me that night, Jackie? My
Go on.
phone was out of power. My phone was out of power, and I never had a pen.
Oh shit.
I mean, and my pal was saying, "Why didn't you get me sign a £20 note? Because you could have sold that on fucking eBay." Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if you ever heard of a guy called Andy Gorham. He was the ex-Glasgow Rangers goalkeeper, Andy Gorham.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hi, John.
I picked him up twice. And there was one time I did have credit in my phone, and I let my pal talk to him and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm a Rangers fan, but there's some players I've met I just don't like. I mean, if I'm being honest, the guy just, he wasted a lot of his money. I mean, he's divorced twice. It kind of happens, but mostly, being Jack the Lad, that's high, obviously. But and then he's dead now. But when the first time I picked him up, he's like, he kind of tried that I'm a celebrity kind of thing, and I was a bit starstruck. So he was kind of like playing up on it, trying to get me to pick him up the next day. But I picked him up at 11 at night, and I'd just done like an 11-hour shift, and he's like, "Well, can you pick me and that up, me and Ali McCoist up tomorrow at Ibrox? We're going to play golf at 4 in the morning." I thought, I'm going to be in my bed, mate. At first I said, "Aye, all right, I'll go and pick you up," because it was like him and Ali McCoist and a few others that were going to play golf. And then I just went in and I thought about it. I thought, I'm not going to be up that time. So I'm going to be in my bed. I mean, I've just done a 12-hour shift, and I mean, if it had maybe been the start of my shift at 11 at night, I would have picked him up. But God knows where they were going to play golf at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
Unless it was like down to Turnberry, and it was maybe a couple hours there because it was like the summer, so the sun comes up quite early. But he was doing meeting and greeting. It was a Rangers pub in Glasgow, and he was just a meter and a greeter, opening doors and stuff. And he never really had a lot. I mean, I don't think he had much left, really. I mean, he'd blown his money, and I don't have time for it, Jack. If you've got money, you don't blow it.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't sit there and say, "Oh, I'll get this. Oh, yeah, throw it." It's like, yeah, but you don't know what will happen. Something could happen, and then you could end up losing it all because, yeah, especially when you're a footballer or something like that, an accident, and that's it, and then you spent all your money.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, he was rumoured to get like 35 grand a week at one point, and that was years ago. That was good wages years ago. But the thing about that, he was a gambler, Jackie.
Oh,
so
God, yeah.
He gambled a lot,
Sometimes you find, though, these people have got that much money, they don't know what to do with it. So what do? They gamble and they use high stakes, end up losing it all, then it becomes an addiction, and then that's it, you're fucked. Or you get them, they turn to drugs or alcohol, and it's like, why can't you just leave it alone? Or if you're that bothered, give it away give it to charity, or some of it to charity, or some do that.
Yeah, well, the thing about football players is a lot of the time is they do have a lot of time in their hands. I mean, they're training 3 days a week and they're playing maybe 2 games a week, so they've got about 3 days off, and they train for about 6 hours, 3 days a week, which is like, what, 18 hours?
Yeah.
And then they're playing football at the weekend, and then they're pretty much, they're a free agent otherwise. So they get fucking bored. They're sitting about, and you've got football players sitting there, might be single, whatever, sitting in a fucking £3-4 million house. Like, what the fuck do I do? So
I know.
they just get
and
bored.
then if they're sat in the middle or live somewhere in the middle of nowhere, they're bored, so they go out and do something to flip it.
And they end up getting drunk.
Entertain themselves, and then they end up fucking losing everything, don't they?
Either that, or they go out and end up thumping somebody and end up in the fucking newspapers the next day. It's like, I mean, I had a lot of time for Paul Gascoigne. But I remember when he was in the Kebab Gate, and he went in and he got the kebab, and he came out and he was the fucking newspapers took a photograph of him coming out of a fucking kebab shop. I mean, he was a pretty much a bit of a character, Paul Gascoigne. He was quite a...
Yeah, he were.
I remember it was Gary Lineker was telling a story about him when he was on the bus, and they were all on the bus, and it was like a kind of double decker, and he just stood up on the seats. And he's like, "We are all going on a summer holiday," and everybody just started pissing themselves laughing. Do you know what I mean? He was supposed to have been quite a character. But I remember
Okay, Melissa. You're going to
That-
grab a
that-
shower. But in a bit, I am going to wrap it up because I'm off somewhere early in the morning. So that will be fun. I'm not going to hang on till about 12 and then I'm going to bugger off. Because I've got to go somewhere
yeah,
tomorrow.
I need it. There's an update waiting to be done on this computer. That'll take about 3 days.
Oh
I've got
God,
somebody
is it
who-
that? It's a laptop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Hewlett and Packard, and it's about 3-4 year old, and it's got more stuff on it than It's just is so slow. I thought
I know.
Melissa.
Sorry,
I thought Melissa was going to be coming on. So
I thought she would have done, unless she wants to come on, and I'll stay on for a little while. But I've got to be up in the morning. I've got to go somewhere. Not saying where because it wouldn't be fair.
does Simon drive? I thought Simon was going to get a car and drive.
No, he don't drive. He can't bloody
It'd be good
drive.
if-
He can drive you crazy and around the corner and up the wall, but that's about it.
I think it'd be good if he did learn though, because he could drive you about.
No,
You know?
I think I'd rather maybe risk getting in the car with my son or something like that, but not Simon.
Right. Well, I'm going to go anyway, Jackie, because I'm.
Oh yeah, well, just hang on for 15 minutes and then you can bugger off and wait for 20 odd weeks for your bloody laptop to do
Yeah.
it stuff, because they are an arse, aren't they?
I just don't understand them. I mean, you buy them when they're brand new, and everything's quite quick, and then about 3 weeks later it just slows down, and you look up on them, and I'm not really computer literate, so you look up and it's like download this, download that, and I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
downloading anything.
And they start, they take the piss. They do. They take the piss. Yeah.
The more you download, the
The
slower
more
it gets.
it fills up your computer though, or your laptop. Well, I've got this computer, so anything I want to know, I'll just ask Matt. So, but obviously, if he's ill, I'll wait until he's right, because I want to put some drivers on for me, my USB, because I can. Oh, what's the word? I can use it to, if I wanted to charge my phones or something like that, but
Yeah.
I can't put anything onto the computer using my USB, which is annoying.
Yeah. What is a
So-
driver though?
Sorry?
What is a driver? I've heard.
As a driver, basically, it's you have to have certain things to work on your computer or your laptop. Like for you have, what the hell do you call it? I've got my webcam. So basically, because it'll be a certain make, the driver will come up and it'll connect and it'll help it work right. And it's not complicated. It's easy when you know how to do it, but I don't know which ones to use for that.
So if
So-
I don't have one of those disc things, right?
Oh, you don't have a disk drive on it.
No, it's a laptop. It's one of the modern ones. You can get an external one if you want it.
Yeah, you
but
can. Yeah, no, yeah, you can get portable ones. Yeah.
If you got an external one as well,
No, I've got one on this computer here. There's a disk drive on it, and
Yeah.
the laptop that I've got, my old laptop.
uh,
Yes, it is software. I didn't
Well,
see.
this one, if I put a laptop, would just use it into the USB, and it would just come up and it would just configure. I don't know if I would need a driver. I think does the drivers come with the device that you buy?
Not always. Sometimes they do, or sometimes they'll come up and the computer will pick it up. But depends on how modern the computer is, or and then it depends on what Windows you're using and all the rest of it. They get very particular. So the newer Windows, and if the item's like newer, if it's an older item, it might take longer.
John Bengo's on. I don't know,
Yeah, I
John
know
Bengo.
he is, but he wouldn't come on now because he will be in work tomorrow. If it'd been on a Friday or something like that, it'd be on stupid o'clock. But John works. In fact, it'll be harder because of what he does. I'm just thinking. If you don't know, then it's best to ask him. I'm not going to tell you what he does. If you
No,
see
I
John
wouldn't.
on a live, ask him, because he'll tell you, but I'm not going to do it for you.
No, I wouldn't ask anyone. It's not really any of my business. I'm an
Yeah.
astronaut. I'm an astronaut in my spare time.
No, you will.
Only because I'm taking up too much space.
Oh my God, that's just such a terrible joke.
Well, yeah, I look at the different things. I look at the sign. It says join the chat, but I'm not going to. I don't need to type. I'm not going to type. I'm talking.
No, it's better just to talk. It's unless if somebody's doing something and the too many people are talking at the same time, then obviously then if somebody asks a question, then somebody can either ask everybody to shut up while they ask, or you can just type it in. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends.
See when you do like you edit your own videos, don't you?
Yeah.
How do you get that little J.K. cats and things there? Is that something? Is it hard to do something like that?
No.
Because I can see a ghost, and what else is there?
Oh,
And,
yeah, it's a ghost, a cat, and a what do you call it? A crow.
Oh, crow. Yeah. Oh, you rescued a crow recently, didn't you?
Oh God, that was last year, yeah, but it died after a few days. Unfortunately, I was gutted when that died. Very
That's what I was going
gutted.
to say about the live that you did. That was the comedy when it was the Terminator 2 when Simon.
Oh
did it.
yeah, the cat.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
it's funny, isn't it?
yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And the cats just turn around like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We've not done any comedies for a while. There's not that. It's thinking up to what to do because you have to make sure it's funny, and then you've got to try and not laugh as well. That's why at the end of some of them we've actually put the outtakes, and there's me like pissing my sides. I'm like, how the hell do I hold this in?
Yeah, well, I liked the one where you went to the cemetery at night.
Yeah.
And what is the thing that you use? And it's like a spirit thing. It's like an app on your phone, and you talk.
Yeah.
And I watched the other one the other night. What was it? The old Raman, the ancient Raman.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah, you,
Is that-
Simon, and a few other people went there. You know,
Yes.
I thought that was quite good. But did you ever watch the one with exploring with fighters when he went there? I think it was with Josh, and I think was it that other guy? What's his name? The Dark Arts guy. What's his name? That's got Dark Arts TV.
Oh, Carl.
Carol. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think him, and I think there was about 3 or 4 of them. And then there was the Skirrid. Did you do the Skirrid?
No, I've never been to the Skirrid. I'd like to go to the Skirrid.
I'd like to do it, but I don't have the money to travel. I mean, if I had the money to travel,
Exactly, that's it. Because it's getting there. And if we ask for maybe a bunch of people, then it obviously lowers the price and stuff like that.
Yeah, do they charge you though?
Yeah, exactly.
Do they actually? Is it expensive though? Like, I mean, if you're going to stay overnight and do a documentary, you need to pay for the room, obviously. If you're doing 2 rooms, that's 2 rooms you need to pay for. But do you need to pay for the bar thing where you're actually there as well? I suppose it's all right if there's 5 or 6 because you could
exactly because it breaks down the price. Then you see, if there's more than one, like when we did the Ancient Ramen and all that. I mean, all the price was divided between because the more people, the lower the price it is. It's like we've done that. We've done 30 East Drive and all that. Pontefract. Done that. I've been there 3 times now. But the more people.
Pontefract, is that not?
Yeah, it's 30 East Drive.
I've heard. I've seen that. Is this a house that is it like empty and it's haunted?
Yeah, there used to be people in it. There's an actual film that's based on it roughly, and it's called When the Lights Go Out. So,
have you ever seen the one that's in London, the Poltergeist, and it was a group of family that lived in it? And I'm not
yeah, that's the Enfield Poltergeist.
Yeah, I was going to say the Ealing is Enfield. Yeah, the
Enfield.
Yeah, that house is still there, right enough, But yeah, that was seemingly. I seen the pictures of the children being thrown through the air, and I'm thinking,
it depends. Because they said some of it. See, it's a debate whether some of it was faked or not, but I don't know because things were different then. So I don't know. And the thing is, it was a lot harder to fake things like that, though, I suppose, as well. Not like now. People can fake a lot if they want.
Oh, yeah. And the thing about faking stuff, though, Jackie, it's a lot harder to prove, to really do a forensic, like if you get a ghost video and you take it to an expert, a lot of the experts will just look at it, and a lot of them, they can't tell the difference because, it's just so easy to just go out, and they've got the technology.
I don't know.
people
They find out sometimes it could be a little flicker in the camera or anything. They can tell. Sometimes they can't. There's a way they can tell. Some
I never
people are
knew that.
really, really good at finding out.
Yeah. Did you ever see the documentary Ghosts in the London Underground? It's on the internet. It comes up, and you know how you get to add this thumbnails?
Yeah.
And seemingly it's about ghosts in the London Underground, and there's one in it, right? And do you know, have you ever heard of the Lindbergh, the baby that was kidnapped?
Sort of.
Well, the Charles Lindbergh was the guy that flew across the Atlantic and became famous. And his baby, had been kidnapped. And there was a guy that, Bruno Hauptmann was the name of the guy who got done for it, and he got the electric chair.
Now, just keep talking because I've got to feed some creatures so I can carry on a little bit and then I'll come off in a bit. But carry on. I'm just going to get some food for these so I can hear you. So I will respond. Go on.
Yeah, what happened is a woman was on the subway and she took a photograph of her nephew, and when she got it developed, it showed a reflection in the picture of a guy sitting in an electric chair with sparks coming out of his hands like he's been electrocuted, and she thought it was quite strange.
Yeah.
And she went with her friend to a psychic about a week later. And the psychic, after seeing her friend, says, her friend says the psychic wants to have a word with you. And the woman turned around and says, well, it's not for me, it's my friend that's getting the reading. And the psychic went, it's not about you, it's about your photograph.
Yeah. Oh.
And and she kind of went, oh, how does the psychic know about the photograph,
Yeah.
And seemingly they went through and they checked to see if there was any promotional posters, because sometimes they'll have posters up in subways and stuff, because it was Madame Tussauds. It's actually the waxwork of the Madame Tussauds at Bruno Hauptmann in the electric chair. And,
shit.
There wasn't any promotional things in the underground. And the medium had turned around and says, I've got a message for Bruno, the guy that's in your photograph. And the woman says, yeah, what's the message? She says, well, I didn't actually kill the Lindbergh baby, but I did something else. And that was the message.
Oh, shit.
And so they took the photograph, and it was an old 110. Remember the old 110s you used to get? You used to click it and click, and you put the flash on the top of the camera. Took it to a guy to get it looked at, and he kind of looked at it and he says, I can't see anything in it that would suggest that it had been doctored.
Yeah.
Sometimes people can doctor things, and she's
Yeah, they can.
Modern day says it would be a wee bit easier, it says, but it is very difficult to doctor something from a 110 camera.
Yeah.
You don't get 110 cameras anymore, Jackie.
I don't think so. I've not seen any of them sort of cameras anymore.
Yeah, because they're all digital.
Yeah, so everything's digital. But I used to like getting physical pictures. It's all right if you've got a printer or you take them to places and get them printed out. But it's more expensive. I used to love getting photographs done all the time. Now
I remember you had to take the film out of the camera and take it to get it developed. Jackie,
yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
You get the wee ticket and you come back in a couple of days. I remember black and white photographs, Jackie.
Yes, I do.
I mean, it's mad when you think about it. I'm 48 and I remember that. I remember a lot of things. It's weird. But the young people, see when you talk to young people now.
They all look at it like you've lost the plot, don't they?
Yeah, you talk
about
things.
You're like...
You talk about things that you had when you were younger and they just look at you. I remember teletext. Remember CFAX?
Yes.
Teletext.
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, well, you're 2 years older than me.
I'm older than you.
Not by much, Jackie.
I'm 51 this year.
Well, you're 3 years older. That's not a lot.
I know, but I'm gonna remember quite a bit. Not everything, but I do remember.
I remember Metal Mickey.
Yes.
Metal Mickey. Yeah. And I remember when I was a kid. Do you remember the Doctor? Is it Doctor Who?
Oh, they still
When they
got
had
that.
the-
Crap.
Yeah, they had this TV. Well, years ago they had this. It was a canine thing, and it was like a
Yeah, yeah,
remote control
canine, yeah,
dog.
right.
And the dog,
Yeah.
my sisters
Yes.
actually bought me it when I was like 2. I don't even remember. And my
Yeah.
sisters went out and bought me this canine dog, and
Oh, canine, yeah.
yeah, it was like a robot thing. And
Yes.
the dog's tail was the aerial, and I pulled the dog's tail off and fucked it up.
Well, if you was only little, yeah, it's going to, isn't it? And no, Slim Shady, I'm not drunk. I'm not drinking at all. I'm drinking coffee.
I remember when I used to walk about in my shoes, you know, what you'd walk about. in
Nothing
your
on your
socks.
feet. Now you can't even do that. You'll have no feet left.
No, I used to walk about with just my socks on. My socks would fall off, so they'd be like half on, half off.
Yeah.
And my dad and my mum were they were decorating the living room with wallpaper paste, and they had wallpaper paste in the basin. And I just put my feet right in it.
Oh,
And
God.
I can remember it, and I fell forward, and I was like, I must have been about 2. And I fell right into the bucket of the wallpaper paste, and I came out, and I was like, oh, sticky.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
Oh, I remember
That is going to
loads of
be
things,
funny as fudge. Oh, God. God, I used to go outside and go on my bike with no sock, with no shoes on and everything, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, how am I going to stop this bike with nothing on my feet?" Just be funny.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine gave me a bike, and he kind of lived at the top of a hill,
Yeah.
and I had a pair of these really old trainers, you know, and he says, "There's a shot of my bike," and he forgot to tell me there weren't any brakes on it, and I've been doing the hill, and it starts to speed up, and I'm shouting, "There's no brakes!" He's like, "Use your feet." I had to put my actual feet on the back of the wheel and burn out my trainers to take.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I remember some people doing that. Like, no, I've got no tread on my shoes.
And I just was like, It's like one of the ones. Once you start going downhill, you're like, shit, there's no brakes.
Yep, I remember all that. Like, going down the hill.
I remember. Do you remember BMX bikes when they used
Yeah.
to have the things in the
Or
front of the-
choppers.
Yeah, choppers, man. I remember they used to put the things on the front to do bunny hops. Remember bunny hops?
Yeah, I remember people doing bunny hops and stuff like that. Yep. Oh yeah.
They used to have competitions for them and stuff.
Used to. They don't do anything anymore now. They're all bloody boring gits.
Yeah, skateboarding used to be quite big as well, though.
Yeah, you get still some skateboarding, but not as much anymore. People seem to have calmed all that crap down now, haven't they? I mean, yeah.
I like watching them.
But again, they just seem to stop a lot of
that's
stuff.
right. Real Slim Shady says, you only get 24
frames on a 110 milligram. Yeah. I remember that. Yep.
I remember radio rentals. Remember radio rentals? They used to rent the TVs. Yeah.
Oh God. Or the ones where you used to go around to your friend's house and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna put a bit more money in the meter for the TV."
My friend had, it was like a thing on top of the telly, and it was like a clock, a digital clock.
Yes.
£1 would get him 7 hours of electricity, 7 hours. And
for the electricity, yes, I remember that.
Well, it wasn't
and then every now and again they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I can knit the money out of the electricity box." Like, no, you can't, because the electric man would be coming around and coming to get the money.
No, it was to pay for the rental of the TV. No,
yeah, you get the TV, or you had one for your electric as well.
Yeah,
you put your money in, 50p in it.
Yeah, we had the 50p meter for the gas and the 50p meter for the electricity.
Yeah.
I remember that. I mean, see if you were to tell people that now, they just, young people would just look at you and go, what?
Yeah.
I remember
put money in the meter.
Yeah, I remember the coal man.
The what?
Do you remember the coal man?
Yeah. The coal man, yeah.
You don't have coal fires anymore.
No, because that's why it's not, that's why everything's fucked now, because of it.
What do you mean?
Well, that's it. Everything's electric, and then they're doing all this with the cost of living. But they've done away with all the the coal, the pits, and everything. Fair enough, they were dangerous, but then that's people had jobs. There were more jobs then, but now there
Well,
isn't. I used to remember all the bloody strikes they used to have. I used to see it all on the TV, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, they're all on strike again."
I
So,
remember when the electricity was cut out when they had the fuel crisis. Remember when you had to use candles? Remember that? Do you ever remember that?
When was that? Sorry.
It was years ago. They had the fuel crisis where they ran out of fuel or something, and we had to use candles. It was
Can't
weird.
remember that.
I remember that. A meter on the back of the telly. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I must have been asleep then.
I remember. No, you get things on Facebook, and sometimes when it says like you're getting old or something. Can you remember this? And it's a thing from the past. I remember my grandmother used to use a washboard. A washboard.
Oh yeah, I know about the
washboard, my
washboards. I
granny.
don't remember mine using it, but I still remember the twin tub washing machines. Hi, Marksy.
Yeah, the ones, the twin tubs. Yeah, you'd take it and the big thing that stuck up in the spinner. Yeah, the twin
Yes.
tubs and
Yeah, you
my
used to put the cold
grandmother-
water in, and it would spin him round, and then it would start shaking and it start moving down on the floor. You're like, "No, hold on to it."
The washing machine walking across the floor.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember. Do you remember when you had to put the immerser on for a bath? When you had the old boilers, but you had to press the immerser. The immerser was like a heater.
Oh, the
inside
merchant
big-
heater. Yes.
Yeah, and you had to put it on. You had to wait for 2 hours for a bath. And
Yeah.
nowadays, you just turn the boiler on and it's hot straight away. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, it's bloody
remember
weird that
lead-
now.
I remember leaded fuel. Remember leaded fuel years ago when they'd quite a bit of really when the exhaust fumes for a car was really bad. You could see the fumes. You can't
Oh,
even
yeah.
see the fumes. You can't see the fumes now.
No, you can just smell them instead. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And the
Oh.
mango on top. Yeah, my granny had one of those
Oh,
ringers.
I know. I just about can't remember much on mangoes. I know what they are, but I don't remember
Mango.
much on them.
Well, mango was just like the.
I know what they are
Yeah.
because obviously you put your clothes through and then it squeezes all the water out and everything.
Yeah, we used to call them ringers. They just ring
Oh
the
yeah,
water,
ringers. Yeah.
But yeah,
Some people had
Yeah.
different names for them. Yeah. Trying to think what else. I've got an open
Oh,
fire,
okay.
not bought coal for 5 years.
well, when I was driving about in my cab in one of the areas up where I used to live, these like the 5 apartments. That was like there's just like these 5 apartments, front and back doors, and I seen smoke coming out, and I thought, that's a bought house. It says, having a coal fire is not against the law as long as you use smokeless coal. It's just that the council, when the councils took over, they renovated the houses and they took the coal fires out. I mean,
Hi, Michael.
I'll tell you one thing: you won't get a better heat than a coal fire.
Yeah, but that's it now. They've done away with all that shit, haven't they? And that's why people are going mad for bloody wood burners and shit like that. It's bloody stupid.
What is a wood burner though?
I don't know. But you can still put, I mean, we've got a fireplace, but we've got it blocked off at the top. Otherwise, because I don't like them because I don't want all the bloody smoke coming into the house. Even if you get the chimneys, so if we've got the chimneys sorted, I don't want it. It's just, especially when I've got cats anyway.
I remember you used to get blowbacks on it, and it used to just come down, and all the stuff would come out.
Yeah.
The wind would just occasionally just blow right down the chimney, and it blow all the stuff. Like we used to have the chimney sweepers used to come out and sweep the chimneys.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. You don't get chimney sweepers anymore. At least
Probably
I don't think
not.
you do. Yeah. Industrial cleaners, that's what I need. The Gorbals. I don't know. Somebody says something about the Gorbals there. I missed that.
Where? I'm trying to see where.
We used to call it the immerser, or not the immerser.
Oh, the immersion heater, or the immerser heater, whatever way it was. But
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but is it one of those things that you kind of put into the
No,
wall.
it just you'd press a button because it'd be through the electric, and then you'd have to wait until it heats up.
No,
Just
what? No, the guy there says something about the wood burner. It says the clues in the name because that's what it was. Is a wood burner in the same place as a coal fire, where
I don't
you've
think
got,
so.
and is it attached to the chimney?
I think it's separate. I just know of wood burners. I haven't got one. But
Well,
a lot of people use wood these days anyway, if they are using their chimneys. But that's why I struggle to get. I only get it every now and again. Get wood cat litter for my cats. I can't get it all the time, and I don't like that other stuff because it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, Melissa's coming on.
But the thing about that, Jackie, is
Who?
the
So I'm just feeding me bugs.
That's not unusual.
Not
Melissa,
I'm not there, sorry.
feeding
are
the
you
other
in
bug.
the kitchen?
Does
you-
this look like
you-
a kitchen?
She's in her bedroom.
It looks as if you've got a fridge on your right hand side.
No, that's just a bright wall.
That's my
Oh,
corner
right.
wardrobe.
So is that where the happiness happens?
Just happy.
I fucking wish.
Get yourself a Chippendale.
Nah, you're all right. Trust me, they wouldn't put up with
Yeah,
me.
they
Love.
probably have big muscles and small dicks.
Yeah, and a hot dog and a fucking bun.
Yeah, you can't beat. Well, you can't beat a hot dog.
Hot dog. Fucking hot dog. Could eat a whole fucking bunch of them. Why
Yes,
did they
well, I
always
have
give
been-
you? Why did they always give you 8 sausages for 6 buns? Work that
Oh, I
one
know,
out.
it's stupid that, isn't it?
Well,
It's true, though.
that's true because
It is
when
true.
you go to the shops to do that, that's quite true. Yeah. Oh, Jackie, before I forget the live you did, it's like 10 hours. You were saying you've
Yes.
watched it. I think you've actually went to bed and
She
left
did,
it
yeah.
on yeah, and the other person's.
I
looking at
stayed there
talking.
till about 6:30 in the morning to make sure nobody else came in. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
spooked.
I know. The thing is, if I chop it down, then it means
Mm.
putting it back out again, and it's just bloody stupid. So I'm not, because I wouldn't get half the views then, because people will be like, so.
Trust me, Blood, Dig, and we were all still chatting away till all hours in the morning, so she got to watch hours in.
That's
So,
all right.
yeah, it's a good thing as well.
Yeah. So have you
But
been watching?
everyone's shouting at me, going, Melissa, can't you do something? Can't you do something? And it was like, no, she's gone to bed. She's tired. Her eyes are hurting her. And she's gone to bed. Simple. It's not like it was there.
Yeah.
I remember
Jackie
nothing of
feeding your
this.
bugs. Feeding.
Sorry?
your-
What?
You're feeding your
Feed-
bugs.
Bugs, yeah.
Should be there all bloody night.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
feeding them. I'm not feeding the tarantulas and spiders. I'm feeding basically they're known as the feeders. Feeders that get fed to
How-
Yes,
the
the,
spiders.
the bugs, what it need to be meaty for the spiders. Then.
So, so how's Forrest though?
She is asleep at the moment.
Did you get the
I've not brought her out at all today.
Did you get the
No.
thing for the? Was it the skin? She had a problem with her skin. Did you get that sorted out?
Oh, it's not a skin. It was just she keeps what do you call it? Hiding. So I don't know why. But in the end, I changed all the enclosure because I thought I'm not leaving it all there because I'm sick of it.
Yeah. How often? I mean, like, are they kind of hard to look? I mean, how often do you need to clean out the enclosure and stuff though?
Every
And how-
day.
No,
Yeah.
no. You just go for, you pick all the, if there's
Shit
bits of
out.
food lying around, you take it out. The poop, if the door's open, she'll come out and probably shit on the floor, but it's easy to clean up. So I'm not bothered because it's only, what's it? I've got the name of it now. That
Two
crappy
pebbles.
Yeah,
Who's
it's,
Pebbles?
Pebbles.
I just clean it up and then it's sorted. I've got a pet disinfectant anyway, so I just spray that on the floor and
Yeah.
clean it all up. I've done with the other stuff, but I
Jackie,
don't
so,
mind. Go on.
when it comes to feeding your pets, right, and you start at the beginning, by the time you fed them all, is it time to start feeding them again? Because
No,
there's that
because
many.
I don't need to feed them as often. The tarantulas. I mean, obviously the smaller ones you feed twice.
Tell him to shut up, Jack.
I just put him in the curry as well.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, put me in the curry.
put it in the fucking curry.
Jackie, what do you feed the food to the feeders? Well, this some have kale and some have rabbit food because that's what some of them like. And
Lettuce.
the jaws are strong enough to chew it all up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm just-
the actual the bearded dragon, is that an omnivore or carnivore?
She has both. So it's made, well, obviously it's not a meat eater, but yeah, she has a bit of veg, and she will be getting on. She gets locusts as well a couple of times a week.
Jelly worms.
What?
She doesn't get jelly
Oh,
worms.
Jelly worms.
Is that what you're eating?
Jackie came on and started eating her dinner. What are you eating, Jack? Jelly bones?
Jackie's not eating anything now.
Well, what's Melissa
Takes
eating?
a
Is it
tea
jelly?
like that. But at least I'm
Yeah.
not up all night eating crap. You little shit.
It's a yo-yo.
I like lemon sherbet lemons, not the sour
Oh.
candy.
You mean them, you mean?
Sherbet lemons, yeah, you suck them and they've got like sherbet in the middle.
I buy tons of them in the jars.
Well,
Smooth.
yeah, can you suck the bun all to the end without crunching it? Oh my goodness. What does it say on that? Was it sherbet lemon?
Fun sherbet lemons.
A fellow sherbet lemon enthusiast, man. Cool. Didn't know you like them, man. Thumbs up, man.
Do you like
Thumbs
do you
up.
like my new blonde bits? Look. I've got
You what?
2 blonde curtains.
Ooh.
She put 2 blonde streaks in for nothing. Just
Fair enough.
to
So
boost my hair up.
Did you get your runway done? Your
Yeah.
landing strip.
Yeah.
as you called it.
Matt messaged me and he
I
went,
need to dye my hair, but I'm waiting a little bit longer because my hair grows fast.
Matt goes, enjoy your £100 hairdo, lol. And I said, actually, it only cost me 37 quid this time.
Yeah.
He always
that's
shouts
the
at me, go spend fucking loads of money on your hair. I said, oh, sure,
Yeah,
it's
but the
because
thing
you've
is,
got
well,
none. You're just jealous.
He shaves it all off, doesn't he, though?
I wouldn't. I mean, that's the thing that women's hair, cutting women's hair is really expensive. I mean, how much
Yeah.
is just a basic wash and cut? A cut and
Facial
blow dry.
wash.
How much is just a cut and blow dry?
57 quid.
Jeez.
Just for a cut and blow dry. My goodness, my ex, she got hers done, and it just for a cut and blow dry, I think it was £18. But I've got clippers.
It's not that anymore.
What?
It's not that anymore.
Jeez.
Well, to be honest with you,
But
to the
that's also
44
what
years
I'm
I've been alive, I've only been to the hairdressers over the past 8 months. So I haven't done too bad.
Yeah, but that,
Yeah.
well, the thing, Melissa, women don't need to go and get their hair cut as much, though. That's the thing.
Well,
You could
my
probably
original
get away
hair
with not
colour was
watching
light brown.
Yeah. So why?
Mine was light brown.
What?
And it went dark brown,
That's
then I had to
okay.
go and get it all stripped.
But the thing is, you could
What's the
probably get
original?
away
I
with
mean,
not.
your is that your natural colour? I thought you said it was blonde.
No, it's like a mousy blondie brown colour. I'd say
Oh yeah.
very, very light. And in the summer, I
Good.
used to get like
Good.
little
I'll-
like ginger
I'll be
streaks
back
and
in a
blonde
minute.
streaks in
I'm
it.
just going
Hi,
to the
Elizabeth.
toilet.
Yeah, so that's all come out to get it stripped back, and then it went ginger, and then I had to get that stripped out and then get more on. So just to get rid of all the dark hair, I've had to pay a lot of money to get it done,
Look, yeah.
unfortunately.
See, I refuse to go to the hairdressers and pay that fucking much to get for the dye.
Mm.
I do it myself. I don't care if it looks bloody odd. I've been dyeing my hair since I was 16. I refuse
Yeah,
to.
yours is straight though, isn't it?
Oh, my hair's straight, yes.
You see where straight hair people, they can just get it done properly. Where mine, fucking hell.
But look, Kofo, Menza, whatever the fuck you're called, still not coming in. You've got no camera. You're obviously a bot, or you're obviously a bloody troll. So let's say you're not getting in
Bye.
unless you've got a
See
camera.
ya.
Yeah, it's gone again. But
Yeah.
when I do leave here, because I'm gonna be when I fed these and come off here, I'll put you as the other. Oh God, he's on the fucking Iron Brew, isn't he?
The other admin.
Yeah, thingy admin. So if anything ever happens again, and then as well, you can bring people on, and you'll probably see all the assholes that try to come on and be idiots.
All right. Okay.
So
And I'll keep your fucking channel running while you go to sleep.
yeah, I think I'm trying to think. I don't know whether there's certain things you can't do.
I'm
I'll
not
probably
sure.
tell you on here, but I don't bloody know.
No, I think when I think Barry and Danny do it, Danny can take control of Barry's live stream, vice versa. So Barry can stream on Danny's and vice versa as well. So they both can stream on each other's.
Yeah,
And if somebody goes to sleep, they can leave it running and they have the authority to do whatever. But I'm not sure about bringing people up on the panel or anything.
I think you can bring
So-
up people on the panel.
Well, I do that, but any messing, even if I love you and I know you're all, you're not fucking about on Jackie's channel. Simple.
Who's Barry? So don't forget, she moderates like tons of channels. I don't moderate as much as I used to because I'm busy with my own channel now.
Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. You put more content out and you know, you need to get yourself sorted with your channel. You
Oh
know.
yeah, I've just got to go and get
And
this on the top.
If I've got all the time in the world, I don't mind helping out. You know me.
Oh yeah. But obviously, if you're busy sorting out like with your mum when she's poorly. And
Yeah,
stuff
well,
like
shit like that, I will step back.
that,
But
because obviously family becomes first. They become the priority.
even when I'm at a bloody festival, I come and check YouTube. Barry does it when he goes on holiday.
I know
He's away abroad and he's fucking comes on YouTube and moderates. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
what you
Go
doing?
fucking enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing in the States?
Or he'll message me and say, I'm in the background, Mel. I'll say, all right, Barry, all right. Okay. But just fucking go and enjoy yourself. Go, I'm just sitting here with a pint.
I know,
It's
that's
like,
the whole point. You're going on holiday. You go to relax. Yeah.
Mhm.
I use Iron Brew as a shampoo. That's how I'm.
But I do it.
Yeah,
I do it as well.
There you go. Michael, you're a ginger. Tiger King. Do you know what? It gets funnier each time.
Tiger King now. Rawr.
Yeah.
Do you actually get Iron Brew in England though?
Of course you do. I get Iron Brew all over the world.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you can't get it in America. It's banned in America. It's banned in
Well,
Canada.
I'm
But
sure you can
the
get
thing-
another version of it.
Oh, God. Yeah, but that'd be a shit version. It'd be something like Tizer.
Oh
Tiger's
God,
good,
that
I
was disgusting stuff, Tizer. What is that flavour? What is it?
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
I love Tizer.
Oh.
Absolutely.
And I used to like
Melon.
Mountain Dew as well.
I used to. I don't have it anymore because I've stopped having energy drinks. I don't have energy
Yeah,
drinks.
well.
I stopped them. I used to drink them a lot,
Me too.
but not anymore.
Well, the
So-
cheap version of
so you
Lucasade 59p one was nice.
You don't like? You don't like Iron Brew at all, Melissa?
No.
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 What about you,
No,
Jack?
if,
Do you
but
not
if,
like
if
Iron
it was
Brew?
there, and the only thing it was, I'd drink it.
But do you like Iron Brew, Jackie?
Yeah, but I don't drink fizzy pop anymore. I used
She,
to.
she can't drink fizzy pop. So anybody what wants to buy a drink, never put Coke in a spirit.
No, I don't. I drink it straight without any.
If you get it with Coke in, she won't have it.
Yeah, we saw that the other night, Jackie. You drink things straight. That's why you're pish.
Yes.
I knew she was getting on her way straight away.
Do you know what? See, when I actually
It's
watched
like,
that back,
what have you got
actually,
now? What's this now? Oh, should we open that? Oh, go on then.
I missed out on the first. I missed out on the first 3 prizes, and I came in after they'd done the draw for I'd missed the first 3 draws. Because
That's why my name is stuck to I want to win. I can't get off it for another 8 days yet. I want to change it back to my normal name.
What do you mean?
My
I don't
name is
understand.
Melissa Jones Paranormal. I want to win in brackets. Because I changed my name that many times to be in the draw, because every time the draw went, it was always somebody with like animals at first. And I was like, should I just try something different? And I changed my name a few times, and YouTube just went, no, you changed your name too many times. You're stuck with 14 days.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
But the thing is, you did what? Did you not win something? No.
No, she didn't. Matt did, didn't he? So I wrote all the names down. So I know, because I looked and I'm like, I can't remember everybody who won. But I'd written it all down anyway, so that's why.
Yeah. Matt won, Tracy won, so did who else won? Top of my head. Dazzy 84, he won.
People have got to contact me though for stuff.
Most people like what I've got bugs, have won bugs.
Yes, they did. Yes.
What do you mean bugs? You actually put actual bugs up, or animals like spiders up as prizes?
Yeah, well, if it's in our community.
People donated. They won.
But what would have happened if I had won a spider or something? There wouldn't be any point.
She would have sent you some.
Or you could have turned around and said, oh, I don't want it, and then we would have drawn again.
Or you could have offered it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Not a spidery kind of person.
Well, there you
go.
No,
I like spiders, but in this house, there's only even like a fly in the room, never mind a spider. It doesn't bother me. I like spiders and stuff. I quite like them. I think they're great.
They
and
are
scorpions are amazing.
Yeah,
and mantis. And lizards. I love lizards.
Yeah.
My favourite of all is Komodo dragon.
Oh goodness. I want a chupacabra for a pet.
But obviously my favourite would be a black panther. That should be down to the ground now.
Yeah.
Cuddle up to a black panther before it eats my head off or something.
Was it you like otters?
Oh yeah, I love otters. Otters are amazing. They're so cute. They're funny. They're witty.
Did you
and
know
they bite.
Did you know that I was my friend that was saying this to me, that otters can actually overpower a crocodile, can actually eat a crocodile, they can kill a crocodile. Because what they do is they go at the back of the crocodile and they get its neck. And it's 50-50. A crocodile could probably kill an otter pretty easily.
Well, yeah.
It depends. If an otter wants to kill a crocodile, it's 50-50. It has to creep up on the crocodile, and it comes up behind and gets the neck, and it starts to bite the neck, and it can take out.
Fucking hell, Frank.
That's intelligence.
By the way.
They can.
If you're all right, love.
Made instead.
They can actually take.
Ooh la la, French maid. Ooh la la. Ooh ooh. He wants a French maid.
Well, I'm not putting a
that means you'd have to give up all your gigging, Frank, if you had a French maid in your house. Because she'd want to ramp you all the time, like. Like that with a little feather duster.
Do you know what cats that I like, and I think they're really beautiful? Have you ever seen Canadian lynx?
Yeah. They're the ones with the black tails, aren't they?
They've kind of like they're kind of grey kind of colour, but they've got the ears kind of pointy. The fur is pointy.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah.
What they are,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. There's a guy, and if you actually on YouTube and type in Canadian links, there's a guy and he's in his kitchen and he's petting it, and it's fucking tense. You know, they would, you know, it's a fucking massive animal. And then there's the
Good to hear, Frank. Lovely to hear from you. Hope
somebody
your
said
gigging's
and
not
I'm
like
actually
draining you
missing it.
too much.
American
What?
bobcat. American bobcats.
Yeah. Black
Right.
Panthers are the
Really-
nicest.
I tell you what,
Actually,
I want, and you can get it, but they're meant to be really, really hard to maintain. It's a savannah cat.
Mm.
You can have it as a pet, but it looks like it's not a pet because obviously the cross,
It's a bit bigger, is it?
yes, quite big,
Mm.
quite
Big,
tall,
big pussies, eh? I don't know.
big, tall cat. Not like the Maine Coon. They're big.
The big pussy's hard to maintain.
Yes.
Get a manscape.
Manscape. You little shit.
Have you still haven't had to fucking shave, have you, Dave?
I remember there was a comedian once says.
See, he's ducking around that, isn't he?
I know, yeah.
Was it the comedian?
Told him
said-
to get. I told him to buy a fucking.
He completely avoids it.
Yeah, it's just like get some big razors. They're cheap enough.
Oh, no, because you rip your face off some of them.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's better than having a hairy. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. A hairy muff on your face. It was here. What was that, Dave? What?
Is he
No,
talking
he's,
shit now?
no, he froze for a minute and he came out like like
Oh,
that.
I sound like a hillbilly.
No, I was saying it's like that comedian. It says, "Don't let on if your girlfriend's got a big vagina, because I know I once put my feet in it."
Oh, I sound drunk.
Was it squishy?
No, it was a joke.
I know it was. I was joking too. You just didn't get the joke. He's at it again, talking shit.
Oh, no.
Oh God. Okay, now God help us. Give us a knife. Dave,
What's he doing?
Yeah.
you gonna have a shave or what?
What do you mean?
Good. Every time you see me, you say I still haven't had a shave.
Oh, you mean there? I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about doing there.
Well, that's entirely up to you. You do that in your own time.
Yes.
So
But
who is this well-known unknown that actually says Gorbals near
I know
Glasgow
who he is.
Cross? Oh, is he in
I know who he
Glasgow?
is.
Good.
No, he's not. Well, unknown is not in Glasgow now.
No. Hi, Safari.
No, sorry. I can't
No,
tell you where he's from. Sorry.
I don't have a manscape, no.
Mm.
Right, there you go, you little shits. Right.
That's not a nice way.
A lucky razor's cheaper.
What?
A lucky razor.
I've got trimmer.
Oh, the electric razors, yeah, they are.
Trimmer.
Mm.
Use a trimmer.
Uh-huh.
You know, you get the clippers for your hair.
Mm-hmm.
All you're going to use is just a strimmer because it'll get that long, you'll have to use one.
What, a strimmer on your balls.
Yeah.
Oh! Wow.
Well, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have a dick left if I did that.
I'm saying now.
It's all right.
Frustration, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Less hassle, innit?
yeah. Like I really need a castration. No, I actually need my cock. Do you know what I mean? I might not
Why?
use it. I might not use it a lot, but I still need it.
Burn it off. Jesus Christ. Singe it off. Mm. Frank done that, didn't you, love?
Oh my god.
That was fucking funny. That was hilarious.
Who's Frank?
Frank, he's in Frank Triggs.
Yeah.
We played around midday and we had, Jesus Christ, Frank, nice one. Ooh.
Oh.
It's a bloody good turnout, though. See, you're getting out there, you see.
Good
Keeping
God,
you busy.
I just fed my two small snakes.
Start a bushfire.
Every time I feed them snakes, bloody hell.
Why, what?
Just fed me a corn snake, and she just, oh no, the other one's got it as well. Eating the mice.
Ah, swallow it all the way down.
Yeah, it will. I'm getting
That's
a new
it.
pet on Saturday, but I'm not telling
Not
you
another
yet.
one.
I can't wait.
I know what it is.
Melissa, you look dark hot with all these cigarettes, man.
Because I need new pets. Mind you, after that, that's it on that one. I'm not front for that.
I've stopped vaping.
Have you?
I don't, yeah. Yeah,
How many cigarettes do you smoke a day, Melissa?
about 15. Depends. If I'm out and about 20.
Fair enough.
Goodness me, how much is that a week? That's about fucking £100 a week, isn't it?
Under about 70-ish.
See, and when you say it weekly, it does sound a lot, but it isn't, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Because some people smoke more than that a day.
Yep. And that's why I wanted to get the vape. And the vape is great, don't get me wrong. But after me having that throat infection, I just stopped vaping.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Because
thought
I think it with the hot air at the time, because it was bloody roasting,
Yeah.
having the vape and then maybe having a ciggy now and again, it's sort of like, it just didn't do me any good.
No.
Have you
I
ever-
don't know. I don't know what it was.
Have you ever tried using the nicotine gum?
Oh, nah, that's crap. That's about a fucking tenner to buy. I'm only joking, it's not really.
It's about 16 yeah, well, it's about £16, but it lasts you for about a week. It's
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
is, haven't you cut back on? Didn't you say you'd cut back on cigarettes since you've been on the vape, though?
Hmm.
Worked in one way. As long as you don't go up on them, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, but how much is the vape though?
The vape stuff only cost me like £3.50, and it'd last me a week.
So that's a lot cheaper, saving a lot more money that way though.
Yeah, but you don't get the same nicotine hit. You can buy nicotine for the vape, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. When you've smoked since you were a kid, should I say.
Yeah.
I started at a very young age. Because I thought I was dead hard with a ciggy in school. So I started really early.
So
Well,
how
most
old
do
were
that,
you,
though,
how old
don't
were you
they?
when you
Because you
started?
find,
Though?
well, my mate smokes.
About 11, 12.
I started when I was 14. I gave up 3 years ago.
Mm.
I gave up 3 years ago. I got the gum, and I was on and off the gum for years, and it took years. And then one day I took the gum, and I thought when I run out of gum, I'd go and buy cigarettes because you can't buy the nicotine gum at the 24-hour shop.
No,
Mm.
Michael, I'm not leaving my live running all night. Because one, and two, I've got somewhere to go tomorrow.
So I used the nicotine
Hey,
gum for about
do you know what?
4 days.
It actually worked very well, to be fair.
So I used the nicotine gum for about 4 days, and then I decided to start using the ordinary gum for about 2 days, and that was me. I was off. That was me. I
Yeah,
worked.
but you've got the nice Scottish air. I'm in a very polluted area.
Yeah, she is.
highly
what's-
polluted area.
You're in the Wirral, it's not that bad. I mean, there's more people
Bloody
living in
is.
Glasgow than there is in the Wirral.
It bloody is.
How's that?
It,
Why?
how is it? Because it's a shithole. It's a fucking shithole. Simple.
What?
Yeah,
Is the Wirral really
plus,
that
my
bad?
whole family smoke. Plus, me family smoke. So I couldn't sit there where they're smoking and me not have one. Do you know what I mean? It's like, just doesn't work that way. And plus, sometimes you might
do you ever
you might
remember-
want a spliff now and again, and then you've got to have that in it. And I won't have it neat because it'll wipe me out.
Do you ever remember the comedy with, was it Harry Enfield and was it Cafe Buck? When it was like Wayne and Winetta took the baby to the doctor, and the doctor's like, the baby's got a cough. And she says, thank God for that. I thought it was something serious. And the doctor says, what do you mean? She says, it's putting her right over fags. She's got the pram in the baby. I loved Wayne and Winetta, but I always thought it was. I remember when they did that when Wayne and Winetta were sitting on the couch, and Kathy Buckley was playing Winetta, turned around and says to what's his name, Harry Enfield's character, it's like, I want a little black baby like all the other girls on the estate. And I was like, how the fuck did you get away with that? I want a little black baby like all the other
We've
girls
got
on the estate.
we got away with a lot of things years ago.
Yeah, I know, but some of it people didn't see it as bad. Now everything you can't even cough. I know they're like, oh, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, what? You know, some of it's gone way over the top. Some of it, yeah, I can understand.
And I tell you one thing, what's gone really bad is people don't have manners anymore.
No, they don't.
They just don't say please or thank you, or even when you're driving down the road and you let somebody by, you just don't even acknowledge it.
Aren't they?
Yeah, or because I literally, or going in front of you, get on my nerves, going right across your face. It's just like so rude, and they don't even give two shits what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's just even my mum doesn't even say excuse me or please or anything anymore. She just walks in front of me, nearly knocks me over. Nearly fucking knocks me over, and I'm like, excuse me, or can you move, please, Melissa? I want to get past. She just walks. I'm just like, and I mean, it could be like a tight area between like the two couches in the living room, and I'd be standing there, and she would just walk. I'm just like, oh, mum. It's like, excuse me. Her manners has just gone completely.
Right, well, I'm going to go. I'll let you two talk because I think Jackie's going to go soon anyway. But I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm just really glad. I shall see you later. So
Yes,
bye.
you will. You have a good night. Yeah. Catch you later. Talk to you.
See you later, alligator. Do you know how to leave?
Let go.
Do you know how to leave? Oh, he does. He's done it. I think my number one pet hate is when I step off into the road, often into the traffic, to let people walk past on the paths, prams and oldies and so on.
Yeah.
Not even a look of thank you. I know. I fucking say thank
exactly,
you.
Ollie. Exactly.
I usually do things like that and stuff like that. Or say thank you. And I've noticed people don't do that. And I was like, you miserable twat.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they can be very abusive as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying anything about it, but like I've known people like old men in wheelchairs, and they'll just think they've got every right to get into a lift before you.
Oh yeah.
And they'll just drive the bloody wheelchair and get in, like the little tiny lifts that you get in like the shopping centres.
Yes.
And they'll just get in the lift before you and don't even say, or wait for us to say, do you want to go in first or whatever. They'll just go in and then press the button, go up, and you're just like, all right then, yeah. It's just like, fair enough. And then they'll start shouting abuse at you, telling you, I'm in a fucking wheelchair, you God, you fucking bastard, blah, blah, blah. And they'll start giving you loads if you say anything to them. So, you know, it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
I give it them back. I don't give a fuck now because at the end of the day, even when I do go in a wheelchair, I'll say, excuse me. But
Yeah.
I don't see why people should be so fucking ignorant. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'll say, oh, excuse me or thank you. But like I said, I have fucking shouted at people. And
Manners is free.
I'll be like, fucking
Doesn't
man, it's
hurt.
nothing, you
Yeah.
cheap twat.
Yeah. In manners is just like, it doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? Or even if you do something for somebody for so long, a thank you now and again helps a lot. It really fucking does, like, it really does.
It is beyond the joke sometimes.
Mm.
Like, come on, guys.
It's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So
Whoops.
we've got more fun and games in the hospital.
Oh, I know. You said that's a load of bollocks, that. Tell you, they're idiots.
So basically, I was trying to explain it in a certain way. This doctor I went to go and see in the pain clinic turned around to me and said, basically, why you're here now is because that other surgeon refused your surgery last time, yeah?
Yes.
So I refused the pain clinic because that's where they put me at first without even speaking to me, which I didn't. I thought, no, you can fuck off. Our professor has told me I need surgery and I'm fighting for it. So I went above his head, didn't I? I fight for it, I got it.
Yeah.
And basically, he's done the operation in November and then I've had nothing for 18 months. Not a letter, not any support, just anything. They've just basically done the operation and he's fucked me off because I went over his head. And he was quite shocked actually when I told him that I haven't had no support. Even if they offered me physio, even if they offered me pain clinic, or they offered me anything,
Yeah.
I've had nothing. They haven't even sent me a letter. I haven't had a form through saying, you know, when you've got to do a questionnaire every year or 2 years to see how your pain is progressing and if you think it's worked and blah, blah, blah. I've had nothing from Carter, nothing. And then for me to find out that from the very beginning, 5 years it is now, it's getting on for 5 years. 5 years ago, I should have had an injection first and then been operated on, because instead of them, that would have prolonged. I mean, this not prolonged. That would have like helped me to now. So I wouldn't be having this now if I had an injection years ago.
Shit, innit?
Because they basically went in when all my nerves were all shattered. They were all inflamed and all up the wall.
Yeah.
And they operated on me then. So they've caused damage now for doing that.
Fucking idiots.
That's what it basically entails. And I don't know why Mr. Mayer would have done that, because he's a professor.
Yeah.
Surgeons would have had a reason, thinking about it. They would have had a reason there and then to get it done, because I was in a bad way that they had to operate, instead of me waiting for an injection to work first, for my muscles to relax. But thinking about it, I still waited 6 months anyway. So I could have had an injection first. And then when all my muscles are all relaxed and all my nerves are all relaxed, then go in and operate. But they went in when it was all up the wall and operated, and then done another operate 6 months later. And then I had tremors, I had post-traumatic disorder in between.
Yeah.
And then I had a third operation a year later when it
Yeah.
was meant to be straight away. And then now I've got to go through pain management and a knee operation.
Fucking
Yeah.
bollocks.
So it's because it's always been stuck in the back of my knee, and it's on record. I've said it ever since day one.
Yeah.
Well, not day one, not since the first operation, sorry, because it went all the way down the leg on the first one.
Yeah.
But ever since then, it's always got stuck at the back of my knee, and it's on record. I've complained about it all the way through.
And that's what's annoying when they fucking ignore you. And it's like they make you out, you're exaggerating the pain. You look at them, you're like, are you having a fucking laugh? I know what I'm
Exactly. So
feeling.
I'm just like, wouldn't you think like they'd even offer me some sort of like to just even go and get a fucking X-ray or to go and get it looked at? Yet they do an MRI, but they're not checking for
What's
me, like
the cause of it?
what's going on. They're doing the back, what is connected, but they're not doing that specific thing. And I've always said it, and ever since he prodded around with it, oh fucking hell, I've been bloody trying to do exercises. I've had my fucking legs in the air trying to stretch. I've been trying to, you can't pull your own leg, and it's so annoying because you can't pull your own leg. That even sometimes I have to get my sister to pull my leg to pull the muscle and the tendons in the side of my knee.
Yeah.
So basically, I've just got to go through a bit of pain management at first, give that a go, which I know what to do because I've been at it for 5 years. So, you know what I mean? It's a bit too late for all that. I already know how to manage it. It's just, I've got to go through the slow process to get the operation on my knee. And then after I've had the operation on my knee, I've then got to wait another lot for the cortisone injection to be injected in my knee, and then it's my fourth operation then. So you're talking another 3 years.
Shit, innit?
Easy.
And then I got told about it could be 90 weeks for me, but I'm going to the pain clinic next month as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's right. That's right. You've got yours the right way around. I didn't get offered none of that when I started my operations. Nothing. Yeah. See, and it could have prevented me from having shit in my leg because I've always got pains in my legs. And that's why I couldn't get over that fucking wall because I haven't got the strength in my legs to get over there. I got over some walls, but by that time in the Explore, we'd been out since 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'd been out since 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you've done all that walking. They're used to it all doing all of that, but you're not. So it's going to fucking cripple you.
And they're carrying that rucksack around for fucking 12 hours. Oh, God, it done my head in.
Well, it's just said apply for PIP, but have you got PIP?
No, I couldn't get PIP yet because of my sister with her work. But now I can claim PIP now because she's not working. With her business, they go on what comes into the household, don't they?
Yeah, but you can now because you're working now.
Exactly. I can now, yeah. But yeah, it's fucking stupid. And then you've got to go through a medical with that, and then all that rigmarole, and it's just I find myself like repeating myself all my life, and it's so annoying.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
That's all you do is repeat yourself, and then to find out that you're fucking right sometimes. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, and I can't.
It's like when I said about my legs, and like I even said, there's something not right. Why do my legs give away? My legs shouldn't give away. Why do my legs go numb? They shouldn't go numb. I'm walking, and the next minute I'll be like,
your legs will go.
My legs will go, or I'll be like, I've lost feeling, and I'll be on the floor before I can fucking even think about it because I know I can't
Mhm.
run or try if I walk too fast, something
Yeah.
starts going. Like when I did
Mm.
that Blackpool trip, I did
Yeah.
a bit walking around, and I even turned around and said to Simon, I said, Simon, I've got to sit down. I've lost feeling at the bottom of my foot. I need to sit
Mm.
down now. It's shit though. But that's
Yeah.
when I know that I need some sort of walking aid that helps me. But obviously, you know, a wheelchair. But I can't use a manual one because my hands are fucked. So
Mm.
there's not much I can do.
Mm.
So
Yeah. But I said to this doctor, don't get me wrong, he was an Indian guy, but you know what? He was lovely. He was
yeah,
really good to understand, and he explained a lot of things.
yeah,
But I must admit, the face on him when I told him, I said,
yeah,
"Oh, well, might as well tell you." I said, after we're over Carter, Mr. May was fucking great. He was ringing me all the time, checking up on me. He'd always, make sure I'm okay. If I needed him, I could
yeah,
just go over and speak to him if I needed him. Even when I thought I had cerebral fluid in my spine because my wound was oozing,
yeah,
like pus and blood and stuff like that. He thought I might have got the tremors from that, which that would have gone into my spinal cord.
yeah,
And that would have caused me to have my tremors. And you know what? He got me there the next day, bump like that bump. Yeah, because in a way it sort of like put him at danger because he thinks, oh shit, something's gonna really happen here, so I
yeah,
better go get it over and check on her. And yeah, and basically it's just because I had 2 operations, one after the other, and it was because they had to, I must admit, they had to act when they needed to act because I was bedbound for a couple of months at first. I was bedbound, so I was quite bad. Just one day I was at work and I just started the new job, the other care job, and I just got settled.
yeah,
And the other care job before that, they done everything fucking wrong. They was putting me on the floor with all the heavies, 25 heavies, and I was having to maneuver them and everything, just 2 of us, and do 25 people all fucking night, and they never slept. They were always on the buzzer. They were always fucking up and down out of the beds. And then some of them hoisting and moving Big George. He was like a bariatric. So I
yeah,
had to physically move him by myself sometimes. And yeah, it broke me. But that care home I got into, they taught me everything right to find out that the practice, what we were doing, was all wrong. It was out of date. It was
shit.
way out of date. So it was like nearly 8 or 10 years out of date.
Wow.
So yeah, exactly. So we were all doing, especially on night shift, because you never seen a manager on night shift.
Yeah.
Never. You used to see him in the morning on a handover, that was it. But they never updated night care staff. And if they wanted us to do any training, which was on a computer, instead of doing a manual training, they wanted us to do it after a 12-hour shift and stay behind for 6 to 8 hours on a fucking computer, and I'd be back in work that same night. I've even had nurses ringing me up, asking me to do a double 12-hour shift,
Oh, fuck that.
and I could get my head down in the care room for a few hours. And I went, yeah, like I'm gonna sleep with all the buzzers going off, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Never worked.
Really, am I really gonna sleep there? No. Plus, I wouldn't do it anyway. But yeah, that's what they were like. Because
Hold on a minute. Hide and Seek, I'm sorry to hear about your partner passing away last year. That's pretty bad.
oh shit, really?
Yeah. It says my partner passed away last year due to not having routine blood tests that he used to have every year. If it had the blood test, it would have been detected sooner. They blame the sea for it. I mean, how shit is that?
Oh,
That's pretty bad.
that's bad.
Definitely. I'm sorry to
And
hear that.
Do you know what? The way the care industry and the way NHS has gone, it's really, it's shocking. It's
I mean,
shocking.
people used to say, "Oh, the NHS." I mean, years ago, used to complain about it, and I'm just like, no. The NHS wasn't as bad several years ago as it is now. It has gone even worse. But everything, even Simon says, they blame everything to the sea, and it's like, no, it's not, because it's to me, it's a type of flu. Like the flu, you can die from it. You can have an injection for it or something to prevent it, but every year it's going to mutate and you have to put something else in the injection. It's going to be the same for the sea every year.
This doctor said
to them, but I won't. But,
yeah, well, this doctor said to me, because I said, oh yeah, I sort of like leeway, give him a bit of leeway, because it was over COVID time when I was meant to have my third operation, and he was having heart surgery at the time, my surgeon.
Yeah.
So he was at risk. But I told him, I said, it took him from the May to the March the following year.
Yeah.
After me kicking off to actually act or anything, and then it was the following November then until I got an operation. Even after the same he made me do another MRI, and it came back the same as the one what the professor seen. And that doctor turned around to me and he goes, yeah, he said, that's no excuse though. You can't always blame COVID as the excuse.
No, you can't.
And that was him saying that to me. Yeah. And I thought, yeah, he's right, because that's what they used. I said, I used to give him a bit of leeway to try and get them to catch up. And I said, and I didn't contact them. And then I said, then it was just getting a bit too much, and I contacted them. They didn't have a clue.
I didn't say it was Dinkum's partner. I said hide and seek.
Hide and seek, yeah.
Yeah,
and
what?
I said, I give them a bit of leeway. I thought, yeah, I let them catch up. Yeah, they've got to catch up because the NHS has been up low because of COVID and all that. Fair enough. And then I contacted them, and then that's when they turned around to me and said, "Oh, your MRI's come back fine." They said, "This is why this doctor doesn't understand." Because how can it come back fine? He said it comes back fine, but then after me kicking off, they done the operation because he's seen the same. He's seen it hadn't changed anything different from the other one, so he done the operation. I'm just like,
it's like what, the back's gonna fucking fix itself from the last time I had an MRI, because it isn't. It's still gonna be the same. In fact, chances are it could have been worse.
He turned round to me and he said, "That's no excuse of anything." He said, I'm so sorry about your experience." He said, I've got to admit it's not on. He said, but I can't change that now. That's the past.
Yeah.
All I can do for you now is help you start all over again, but the right way around.
Yeah.
And I said, that's fine. I said, to be honest with you, I didn't really want an injection anyway, because I just said I wanted to come off the tramadol now. That's the only reason why I want the injection now, is because I want to come off tramadol.
Yeah.
And I want to come off my painkillers, I said, because it gets me agitated. I've got anxiety off them. I said, I shake all the fucking time because my nerves are damaged anyway. Yeah. I said, so, and sometimes it can be really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're doing something or something and you can't even hold your cup straight and you're shaking, and it can be really embarrassing.
It is.
It really can. Or you're clumsy.
Yeah.
And it's just, but he said all he can do now is just try and go forward, but it's going to be a slow process. And then he's going to pass me on to a guy called Graham, and they're going to take a look at, it's not my knee operation is what people think. It's the knee. mine's underneath on, in the little part, the skinny part of your kneecap at the back.
Yes.
Do you know the side bone, what connects to your kneecap? That little tiny skinny bone at the side of your kneecap.
Yeah.
That's where mine is, and it feels like an elastic band, and it's constant pain. Even though I've got 70% damage in this leg,
Yeah.
I'm still getting pain in it, and it goes up and down the buttock all the time, constant, like an elastic band's been snapped and then pulled, and then
Yeah.
it's horrible.
It is.
And I just want to come off the tablets now. I've had enough.
Yeah.
But he said, but you might have an injection, but then still be on tramadol. And I was like, I said, it's all I can do is try. That's
Yes.
all I can do is try. I said, I'd rather try than not try.
True.
I said, because
Little shits. Are you eating it?
I've got friends what have had accidents. They fell off fucking scaffolding and they've busted themselves and all sorts.
Bloody hell.
And they've waited that long for operations. They're too far gone now and they won't touch them.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Like 45, 50 years of age, and they walk around with or in a lucky wheelchair because they're too far gone. But they can't have operations, and I'm walking around and I've had 3. They're none.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not fair.
And I look at her and I think, I don't want to be like that.
No,
I don't want to be like that. Because at one stage, he did turn around and say that I could be paralysed from head down at first. And that's what with the shocker thing was.
Yeah.
On my first one.
Yeah.
And, when a surgeon says to you, you need surgery, normally they'd try and avoid it and offer you an alternative.
Yes.
And mine didn't. So, yeah. And they still had me down as I was a carer.
Really?
I was like, what? Am I? I haven't been a carer for 4 years. It's just like,
Shit.
I said, yeah, but care work does that. Working in factories and doing care work has finished me off. I've had back problems since the age of 20, and I've just put up with it, got on with it. I had sciatica, it come and gone, went away for a few years, come back,
Yeah.
and then it went away, then it come back, and the more I kept on putting it off, the worse I made myself.
Yes.
And that's why I advise anybody to get an operation done. If it's offered to you, take it.
Yeah, well, I won't know yet. I've got to
Well,
see the surgeon, and that's about it.
no, well, you can insist for surgery. If you feel like you want that operation, you can push
yeah.
for it. And I would myself, because you think, oh God, it could actually make me worse, but no, you don't know that. You really don't know that. You could have I know people what's had the same operation as me, and the golfers, they've had one of them and they're cured.
Yeah, lucky sots.
Do you know what I mean? They're fucking cured.
Isn't it?
And it's just the chance you take. If you don't take chances in life, you never get anywhere.
No,
If you hold back in anything in life, you kick yourself later on in life and think, I should have done that.
Yep.
And yeah, this day and age, cost of living, fucking cost of things,
It's always a new name for something. It's bloody annoying. They'll come up with something else, it'd be a disaster or something will have to be done and blah, blah,
exactly, and then there's something else would happen, and then, no, just get it done. That's all I say. I can't fault the surgery. I really can't, and I can't fault Walton enough. Yeah. Really, it's only Carter I can. He's a fucking knobhead, and he talks dead slow, and he hasn't got a fucking coggle in it. He's a good surgeon. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't acknowledge it at all. even in the surgery room, he was pacing up and down with his hands behind his back, waiting. You know what I mean? When Mr. May come to me and explain to me what he was going to do, I had to sign a consent form to make sure that that's my signature before they proceed. I had about 10 people around me. And yeah, he basically said, "You're okay. You know, you're all right with this." And I'm like, yeah. You know, bit of reassurance. Carter, he was just pacing up and down because I was his last one before he went on holiday. You know what I mean? Exactly. And he talks like that.
Oh my God, I didn't want to. Like, fucking hell, where's your bloody motor?
Me and Sharon looked at each other and I was like, oh my fucking God, I'm going to be here all day. And then at the end, I turned round to Carter and I said, before I leave this room, I said, I will tell you something now. I was disappointed and I was disgusted with you not even contacting me. From all that time, you had no contact with me. You didn't speak to me. You didn't introduce yourself. You didn't tell me why you refused my surgery. I said, at least you could have made a fucking 2-minute, well, I didn't swear, I said, you could have made a 2-minute phone call and explained to me, this is why I think you should do this instead. I think that's the best way. And if you were even just said that to me, yeah, I might have hummed and hawed, but that was something. That was something.
Yeah,
you know, that's all I asked was for him to either give me a phone call or a letter. It takes 2 minutes for a secretary to write up a letter and send it.
Oh, I know that. Don't take that long.
Do you know what I mean? That's all it takes. But then to leave somebody for fucking 18 months without any contact, even afterwards, is disgusting.
Right, I'm just going to sort these creatures over here. I can still hear you. I just got to feed
It's all right, I've finished now anyway. I'm
Have
just
you?
saying, yeah.
My underwear stuck to my ass.
Thanks, fuck.
Oh, fuck, what have I done with the bloody cow this time? What's that? So I'm
You
just gonna
you talk to your bloody bugs anyway, so we might as well just say it because I'm talking to myself, really.
No, the spiders.
She's like, get in there, you fucking bastard. What are you doing fucking out there? And
Yeah, I usually bollock them. Oh, shit.
And
Oh,
see,
fuck. Yeah, go on.
it's all right. I'm listening.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sorting these little assholes out because I'm busy tomorrow. I've got to sort them. Oh, it's fucking annoying. Right, are you dead?
You going anywhere exciting?
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Mhm.
I won't tell you online.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
I've got to sort these out. Are you alive or dead?
I'm dead.
No, the bug is alive. All right, well, not.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Right, well, fucking hide under there then, you little shits.
See what I mean, guys? Do you see where I'm coming from?
Right, move.
Do you understand where I'm coming from now, or waffle on?
Right, get out. Fucking get out, little shit.
All right, blood. How you doing, La?
Right. What have I done with the food? I don't know if it's a good
Pain,
thing or it is.
pain meds do make your body weak over time, and yeah. So, you know, the only thing he has done is up me pregabalin because he said to me, I believe you're taking tramadol pregabalin. And I went, yeah. And he goes, and how many are you taking of that? I said 300 milligrams. And he said, and who told you you can have 300 milligrams of pregabalin? I said, me doctor. And he said, you're allowed up to 600. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah, you're allowed up to 600 pregabalin. Pregabalin is for your nerves.
Yeah.
Tramadol is just a painkiller. He said, so I'm gonna send a thing go through to your GP to up your pregabalin.
Look, GP, you're an asshole. Fucking get your shit together.
He said, no, you're allowed up to 600 pregabalin. He said, I'd
You know what
rather
it is,
you have...
though, about these GPs? This is what fucking winds me up. Oh, well, we've been told we're spending so much in the centre, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, that's not my fucking problem. I'm the one that's ill and I need it. I'm not fucking taking these tablets for my fucking health.
Well, he did turn around to me and said, doctors will limit you to a certain amount. He said, and I'm being honest with you, he said, one, because it's cheaper,
Yes.
and two, because they need authority from us.
Yeah,
So
but-
from somebody higher, like a surgeon or somebody from hospital, can
Yes.
up your drugs at any time, but GPs can't.
Ah, didn't know.
And I said, well, that's okay then. I said, because I'll come off the tramadol if needs be then. I said, because
Yeah.
I've had enough of them. I'm sick of them. Absolutely sick to the back teeth of them.
I used to be on them. I'm not on them anymore.
I've been on them 5 years and I've had enough.
I was on them for a while as well. I was on them for years. But then the doctor said, no, you just need to come off them. So I did. And I slowly fucking gradually took myself off. But I never take.
I must admit, the doctor rang me up not long ago and said, I want you to come off the tramadol now. And I went, I can't because I've got to still go to the hospital. I said, so I need some painkillers in the process. And then I've had another doctor ringing me up asking me, they haven't given me my cream for me fucking my psoriasis.
Yeah.
They say I've got to buy it now. And it's £24 Trimovat.
No, that's fucking wrong. You've got to buy it. I'm sorry, but your psoriasis is not something you put on yourself.
Yeah, £24 Trimovat is to buy. I've had alternatives. Nothing works. Nothing kills the little tiny fucking spots I get.
It's shit.
It doesn't get rid of it at
I know
all.
loads of people that have fucking skin problems, and it's not their fucking fault. The thing is, what they don't realise as well, and a lot of the food and drinks, there's that many chemicals, people's bodies react to it. If they actually sorted that shit out, people wouldn't need all this fucking medication in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But what they don't realise, this is the other thing, is sometimes they don't want to cure you. They want you to keep coming back to doctors and getting this, that, and the other, because as the saying goes, there isn't any money in a cure.
Mm.
So if they can keep you going for as long as they want, they'll do it. Does me head in sometimes.
And I wouldn't mind. There's some tramadol I can't take. Is these other ones? I normally get Bristol ones. They're made in Bristol.
All right.
And I can take them. They're perfect. But I get these other cheaper version of them, and they've got like a coating,
Yeah,
they're more like a dull green on the end.
yeah.
And they make me sick. They make me sick. So it says on my file, I cannot have them. I don't know how many times I've got given them. And yellow ones. It's like a fucking Smartie box, my pills.
Yeah, they do. They get like that.
And my Meprazol's the same colour as something else.
Yeah.
Because I have that for my stomach. I don't have acid reflux
I do.
or anything like that. But I told him, because he asked me about how come I'm on this antibiotic, which I get a message from the chemist. Melissa, your medication's ready to collect. And I'm thinking, I only got my tablets the other day. What's going on?
Yeah.
They'd only give me the last part of the course of the antibiotics when I was off with that throat infection recently at the festival. They give me the last lot
Oh my God.
now, and it's gone. I'm just like,
You don't.
really?
Yeah.
I'm meant to finish a course, and they only give me half of them. I'm just like,
Wow.
so in case that happens again, I've got them in now anyway.
Yeah. Just check the dates on them. That's all. But at least you've got some antibiotics.
Yeah. I'm just like, fucking hell. What are they doing?
Take the piss, don't they? Right. Let's put you back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort out some creatures, but I'll do it when I'm home tomorrow. got to sort out, do some netting because I think they're a bit too dry in there. So I think that's what's killing them off.
Oh dear.
I'll sort them out. It's the joys. And my son's helping us do and collection, taking stuff to tip. We're back to
Bloody hell, hide and seek.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Where are we? Is Jackie spooning up some H? No, Jackie's not doing anything. Jackie was bloody putting stuff up for the creatures. I don't do anything.
Yeah,
like
she's feeding all the mouths.
feeding all bugs and stuff and things, and the tarantulas will get either done Friday or Saturdays. See how I feel after I come back on tomorrow.
Tracy, I wish if I could come off the painkillers, trust me. As long as I've got something, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? I'll be okay, but I can't just come off them like that. I've got to wean off them at least.
Yeah, you do. You have to wean yourself, and then it depends.
As long as I've got something to get rid of this fucking pain in my knee, even though I've got a dull leg, I must admit, he knocked my knee, and I don't normally have reflex in my left leg at all. And he had a tiny tinge of a little kick, just a smidge.
Yeah.
So something's getting a bit better there, but something's stopping it, because he said, you know, when he tell you to push your legs away and then push them forward and push him away from you.
Yeah.
My leg wasn't strong enough to push on the left side than it was the right side. And I've said to him, I said, I've always been up and down. 1 week I'll be great, I'll be fine, I can walk around fine and have no pain. And then as soon as I do a bit of hoovering, for example, or I do something in the house, boom, just like that, it triggers. It triggers. It could be the smallest little fucking thing. And I'd done that fucking huge walk with Matt. We were out all day, all night. We were out constant.
Yeah.
Bump, 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 bump. And with a night's sleep, I was fine. I messaged Matt and said I was full of bruises and everything. I've got a tiny bruise here on my shoulder here, where when he grabbed me and pulled me over the wall.
Oh yeah.
It must be just a tiny little bit, and a little scratch on my arm where I fell down from the tree. Because what it was is everybody went ahead of me down a hill like that.
I remember you saying, yeah.
And I was the last person to get the last lot. So when somebody's going on something, the same route, and the last person will get it, because it makes it muddier, makes it slidier, because we've all gone down the same track, and I go bump and smack me back on a rock.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And the only person what was near me was Explore McCall, and he was like, "Oh, Mel, you're all right." I was just like, I said, because he heard the crack, he heard it. And because it was just me and him, really, because he was faffing about trying to play monkey on the tree.
Who was that?
Both had Explore McCall.
Oh, God.
And we both sort of like, we were the last two people to come down that steepy hill. And I thought, oh, fucking hell. No way. And then it went like a fucking landslide. All the mud just went and just took me with it. I was just like, all those got stung, I didn't. And I was just like, there's the fucking disturbed the hornet's nest. It was a wasp nest. They disturbed it big time, and they all run around the field like little bitches going, whoa! It was funny.
Right.
It was funny.
People have to
I know.
Live. It's all right. Me and you just have a quick chat afterwards, because I'll probably try if I can set it up afterwards.
Okay.
But it was a random live anyway. But any people that have won, please email me so I know who to and where to send them to. Or if you've got me on Facebook or Insta-Twat, then send us a message on that. And then I can have your addresses, and then I can send stuff away. It's not going to go till the beginning of next month, because that's when I get paid. but then I can send them away. Woo!
Woohoo.
Except for Matt, because I can just give it to him when I see him next month.
Uh,
So I am going to bugger off, and I hope everybody has a good night or a good day or
good
whatever
morning.
you're doing, and I will catch you all later. Bye, people.
Bye. She's gone and left her own stream, hasn't she? She's a fucking muppet. What's she doing? What's she doing?
Wrong button. Now she's going really. I pressed the wrong button. Here we go.
Bye.
Bye.